This is the Ridiculously Random Podcast where we talk about everything except pro wrestling.
Whoa! Hey! Can I get a word in here? I want to introduce myself.
Oh, wait a second! I haven't even introduced myself. I'm your host, Big Ray, and this is my co-host, Colin Weissong.
Yes, and this is the Ridiculously Random Podcast where we talk about movies, tech, games, pop culture, pretty much whatever the we want to talk about.
Oh, will you stop? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the show.
Yes, boy!
Oh, yeah. We are back with your Impact Attack. Oh, no, it's not. I don't know. I don't know what to do here, Colin. It's been
Don't you say, yeah, boy.
Hold on. I'll do it again. Wait, what I got to do here?
Yes, boy!
There you go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ridiculously Random Podcast. I am your host with the most. I go for some toast.
French toast? Avocado toast?
That'll be delicious. But anyway, Colin, I'm going to need you to get our guest. I need you to get his theme music, please. Ready, if that's possible.
Yes. I got you.
If you can get that, please.
Give me
But anyway,
one
ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are tuning in for the very first time, I always tell everybody, thank you for joining us. For people, anybody listening for the very first time or watching us for the first time, we're a show about nothing. We talk a little bit about everything. I mean, it's except pro wrestling. We really don't talk that. No lucha, and we were off last week.
No lucha.
And we're gonna discuss why we were off last week. And it's so funny because I looked out for my brother over here, Colin, because he wasn't feeling well. And he goes on the very next night to tell the vet, "Hey, vet, we'll be on Ridiculously Random Podcast this week." Even though we clearly, this guy have text messages. I actually set up my little cell phone to videotape our conversation. So
It's not cool.
Colin,
Not cool, bro.
How you doing, Colin?
I'm good. How are you doing, Ray?
I'm doing okay. I'm getting a
It's
little
a
crackling.
fantastic week.
Getting a little crackling on your end.
There's crackling on my end. Are you
Yeah.
sure? Are you sure
Yeah.
it's not just the mic, maybe? Hot mic?
It could be
it's on your end, bro.
It's on your end.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, I don't.
Well,
Maybe.
when you buy microphones at your corner bodega, that's what happens.
I think it's probably the headset. I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know.
Is what it is, man. Anyway, so the chat is
Just got
hot.
a nice new cord, and there's a nice big old cut in it. So it could be that where my mic thing cut into my cord. I don't know.
Just so you guys all know, Colin doesn't usually sound this unprofessional.
I sound way more unprofessional. What are you talking about?
Wow, you sound like a
Usually.
fucking robot. You're like, it's actually not
Think
that bad.
Do you think it's the internet?
And probably not. I mean, you've been stealing it for how many years?
I can't say.
Colin, we have our friend, a guest, a second member of the Three Amigos, because the other two amigos, they're not around no more. Those are them
You
11
mean the
boys.
other Dim 11 boys? The other 2/3
Yeah.
of Dim 11 boys?
Why don't you introduce our guest? Oh, maybe not because you sound crackly, but fine. Go ahead, do it.
Well, you can see him on Impact Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. He is 1/3 of your Impact Wrestling World Tag Team Champions. Dim 11 boys from the Infinite Fringe. From America Unplugged. He's got way too many damn shows. This man, he was on the A Show last night. Now he blesses us here on the Ridiculously Random Podcast. It's Billy the Kid, Billy Ray Valentine, Ray's best friend from the Gap and his best man.
What's going on? Thank you for having me, guys. I'm so honored to be here
Oh,
and
stop.
very happy to be here because I get to talk to
Shit.
you two guys for a little bit.
Honored. What is that? Them 11. I missed them 11. I'm gonna tell you guys.
What's up, Dan? What's going on, buddy? How you doing?
I'm gonna stew
What's up?
something off. I'm gonna stew something off to all you people out there. Andrew Bello doesn't give a fuck about you people. He doesn't care about you guys at all. Actually, Andrew Bello is the reason why them 11 boys haven't done anything. So I want you guys to tweet at him extremely hateful things and terrible gifts
At the Andrew Bello
and pictures of your penis and or vagina.
Oh,
Or if you
So
have
is a-
both.
You can, yeah. If you identify as having a penis, even if it's not one, you can put that. Anyway, Billy Ray, how you
So-
doing, buddy?
nothing. Spoke to Bello yesterday. That was pretty cool.
Oh
That's
wow,
cool.
what a
Yeah,
fucking coincidence that we're mentioning the devil.
Right.
So
But nah,
what do you
man,
say?
I'm here. I'm here. Kicking it with you guys, man. What's going on? Thunderstorms out here in New York, Ray.
Yeah, I know. I'm fucking hiding over here. I
That's
installed
crazy.
I installed this little air conditioner in this room for nothing. It went from fucking 90 degrees to what is it now, Billy Ray? Like 50?
Yeah, it's like cold outside now.
It's fucking stupid. I
I
hope
bought two new ACs. I got to put them up.
Hey Billy Ray,
What's up?
I really hope Colin fixes his stupid microphone because he sounds terrible.
Yeah, it sounds crackly. He sounds like
Fucking-
snap, crackle, pop.
It's like
At
he's eating
least
a
it's
What?
77 degrees here and feels great
Jesus.
outside.
I'm sorry, Colin, were you eating a bag of chips? I couldn't tell.
Yes, yes, I was.
Oh. Anyway. Well, listen, guys, we have a lot to talk about this week. Just a quick rundown, man. Some of the stories I'm bringing to you, we definitely have to discuss the fucking Amber Heard thing gimmick with Johnny Depp. She got fucked right in her butt cheeks, and it was wonderful.
Probably more than once, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
probably.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Before or after she shit on somebody's bed. That's disgusting. Why
Yes,
would you
that
do
is.
that? Why would you? Anyway. Well, Billy Ray, I don't know if you know this, Billy Ray, but what we do is we acknowledge the people.
Acknowledge me. Acknowledge me. You're gonna acknowledge me. You there, sitting at home. Acknowledge me.
What?
We're going to acknowledge you.
You there, sitting at home. Acknowledge me.
Apparently, she's got hot dog in the hole.
Oh,
Mm.
Fingers
Fingers
in
in
the
the hole.
holes, ladies and
Fingers in the holes.
gentlemen.
Fingers
For
in
the
the
roll
holes.
call.
What you got there, Colin?
Well, I got a finger in the hole for everybody first off.
Oh,
Since we
goddamn.
weren't here last week.
Well, that's your fault.
BRV, you got a finger in the hole for the chat?
Fingers in the holes,
Finger
guys.
in the hole for the chat. There we go.
Fingers in the holes.
All right. So we got Canada Spaceman, who's
Why?
always here bright and early. He was here at 10:05.
AM.
10:05 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Just staring at this computer screen as the time just dwindles.
Just waiting.
Then we have Media M5,
Oh shit.
who says, I ain't built for late night shit anymore. And he said something about us having a fast forward button. So I think he was trying to fast forward the intro, Ray.
Mm,
Doesn't appreciate the intro.
I don't give a shit.
I'm going to skip the third person that I see there because I want you to say it, Ray.
Got it.
Turn down the music, but not yet. Not yet.
Got it.
First, we're going to go to, I would say she's the first lady of the Ridiculously Random podcast.
I'm
Kelly, if
trying
you're
to. I want her on the show.
Kelly, if you're listening, don't come down to North Carolina and kill me. It's Lizbeth, ladies and gentlemen. Lizbeth. Next, we've got Lab Rat. Before we say anything nice about Lab Rat, ladies and gentlemen, what is being tested on Lab Rat this week? Billy Ray Valentine, what do you think they're putting him through the rigors at the old lab this week for the rat? What are they testing on him?
Monkeypox vaccine.
We did that last week, though.
Yeah, I think that might have been last week.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you hear
Okay.
about? Did you hear about Con AIDS?
No.
It's like a coronavirus mixed with AIDS.
So are they testing that on him? Con AIDS?
Yeah.
That's what they're testing on him.
You can't breathe, but only out of your asshole.
Elizabeth says they're testing new mascara on Lab Rat. I like it. I like
They
it.
can be doing that.
Oh, Lab Rat, welcome to the show.
Hmm.
Ray, turn down the music there. We've got one special gentleman here. He said, I'll let you announce his name.
Javi Uchiha.
Now I'm going to ask you to do that over again. Mr. Billy Ray Valentine, we need total silence
Jesus.
Sorry, it was
for
funny.
this.
Okay,
I'm
go ahead.
sorry. So unprofessional.
Hold on. Javi Uchiha.
There you go. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
He are the Dominicans on your list, Ray? I guess we'll have to find out
Fuck me.
later on in the show.
They were terrible.
All the way from Germany, ladies and gentlemen.
Guten Tag.
Deutschland,
Frusenglaja.
Alexa.
Remember Frusenglaja? Anybody?
No one.
Nobody remembers Frusenglaja?
Nobody knows the fuck that is.
The fucking in the 80s, the fake ice cream, the milk, it was called ice milk.
No,
No,
Get the
nobody.
fuck out. You know what I'm talking about.
nobody remembers that. Do we have any footage of that little Dominican cat that would run Ray's pockets on a regular basis?
No, the Dominican midget that you're talking about. Yeah, I can't remember the
What do you
video
mean?
I saw with that
What do, you,
guy.
what do you mean run my pockets? Like steal from me?
Yeah,
Steal
he-
from Punk. You remember
Yeah.
just fine what happened with that dude.
We
We'll-
talk
we'll-
about this in the chat all the time.
Right, we'll try and find it and play it.
It's so stupid.
A little
Run your
Dominican
pockets,
bodybuilder.
Bray.
Jerome. Jerome is in the house.
J Hall is in the house. Also, Sonic the Hedge Rat. Have you guys
Dan-
checked out the Chip and Dale movie on Disney Plus?
No, I'm a grown up.
You should totally check it out. They totally put the Sonic with the human teeth. Remember when they had the first model for the Sonic movie? He's a cameo in the movie. It's great.
The ugly Sonic.
Yes, the ugly Sonic. We've
All right,
got
what
Dan
else we
Heffron, ladies and gentlemen, in the chat. Let's see who else. Buckshot Kid,
Buckshot Kids here.
J Hall, you said, and there's one last person.
Mario.
here.
Mario Hernandez. Is here.
Mario is here. Which way I think that's a great segue
Yeah,
into
yeah,
everyone's favorite game here on the Ridiculously Random podcast. It is the fastest growing game show in all of social media and all of the internet. Billy Ray Valentine, I know you know about this game. We're playing What Floor is Mario on? And before I hit that theme music,
mhm.
ladies and gentlemen, in the chat,
You gotta play the music.
on Twitter, email the house,
Colin, you gotta play the
whatever.
music.
I'm going to play the music.
All right,
I
thank
need you guys to put in what floor is Mario on this week.
All right. So right now we're trying to figure out what floor. The building is 17 stories from top to bottom, 17 to the main floor, which would be not floor 1. There's a main floor. There's main floor and then floor 1.
Heavy lobby.
Lobby, yes, the lobby
Yeah,
floor. So all right, we got 14, we got 9 from Sonic the Hedgehog. We got 14 from Lisbeth. We've got 8 from Dan Heffron. We got 12 from Jerome Hall, 7 from Buckshot Kid, 8 from Lab Rat. So 8 is very popular right now. 9, another 9 from Media M5. Javi Uchiha with 15. What the fuck is
It's on the cute
Canada?
floor.
What is that?
Is there an LGBTQ floor at your apartment?
Yes, we
complex?
have one. It's in between 6 and 9. All right, guys. I think it's time. Anybody
Time to
else?
give him a call.
Here we go. Wait, hold on. Before we do that, Billy Ray Valentine, what floor is Mario on? 7, Alexa.
Third floor.
3rd floor.
Third
Wow.
floor.
All right, here we go.
Spaceman
ladies and
Show.
gentlemen. And apparently, he's purchased a brand new headset just for this. Let's see if it works. Calling Mario.
What's up, guys?
Holy shit, we hear you loud now.
Oh yeah, loud and clear.
Oh, thank God for technology. Nice to talk to you guys.
Yeah,
What's
he
up,
sounds
Billy Ray
good.
Valentine?
What's good? What's good? What's up, buddy?
What's up, bro? How are you?
I'm chilling, man. You're on the 3rd floor, right?
No, you guys are ready?
Yeah,
Yeah, man,
we're
tell
ready.
me.
What floor
Um,
is Mario on?
I'm on 10 inches.
He's on. No one had 10
10 inches.
inches.
What are you talking about? I'm on 10, you pervert.
Oh, you're on 10. Sorry.
Good floor. No
Yeah,
one.
how are you guys? How are you tonight?
All right. Yo, if you ever see Mario,
I'm
listen, if you ever see Mario changing in a locker room, his underwear looks like a fucking what do you call it? Like one of those God damn it, it's like a Speedo, right? And he's hiding a watermelon in there. It's incredible.
I got tidy whities with the yellow front, bro.
Wow, Mario, those skull candies are very fucking loud.
I'm glad. It's a little weird having them on talking in the hallway. It's so dead in here and quiet, you know.
You don't have to yell. Why are you yelling at us?
Hey, I just wanted to say this, that I have the 1 minute that you're gonna give me.
Okay.
And it has to do with all this politics that we've been living with this last week, especially the horror that happened in Texas.
Mhm.
When was the last time, as Americans, we got to hold our head up high and be proud as a society? Everything is always division, you know, racism this, racism that, gun amendments, you know, all these clowns now want to tell you what guns you can have, like the piece of crap in Canada, you know.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about him. by
So
the way.
that's my message. When was the last time we as American people, the 4 of us, whoever else, you know, could be like, damn, I'm so proud of what our country did. I love our country. But the media, as you guys know, is a pretty corrupt thing, you know. So we just got caught up with that. And also, Obi-Wan has been very enjoyable. I'm gonna give it spoilers, but I definitely give it a thumbs up.
All right, a thumb up where? Up our coworker's ass?
Up my hole. Up in the hole, bro.
Up in the hole? A finger in the hole? Listen,
Finger in the hole for Obi-Wan.
I don't know. All right, fingers in the hole, guys. for
Lightsaber
Obi-Wan.
in the hole for Obi-Wan. There you go.
We don't have a lightsaber emoji. So Billy Ray Valentine, this is my coworker, Mario, as you probably know. He's a good guy.
Nice.
Is Billy Ray frozen? Oh no, he was just smiling.
No.
You weren't moving. It's like he's not breathing. So this is my coworker. So I've been trying to get Mario to listen to your show for quite some time.
Mhm.
It's the Infinite Fringe. What else do you do, Mario? The Billy Ray, the Kill Shed. What else you do, Billy Ray?
I do a lot of things. Man. You
So
know.
Mario,
He's learning to levitate.
Yes.
remember when I told you, hey, listen to my buddy Billy Ray Valentine? You said, hey, he goes, tell that guy go fuck himself. Remember that?
No, I would never say that.
You
No, I
sure?
would never say that.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. Billy Ray's the guy that I want to talk to about Sasquatch. Like, I would love to hear his opinion on that. We talk about that also.
Yeah, he's been dying to talk Sasquatch with you, Billy Ray Valentine. Look at how the bottle. Take a picture of that, quick. God damn, it was stuck in his mouth.
Yeah,
he's
man,
been
my
dying to
internet
talk-
is in and out. I guess. Sorry about that.
It's fine. He wants to talk Sasquatch with you. So you have an opportunity right now, Mary, before we let you go. Ask him one question about Bigfoot. Go.
Well, I just want to tell Billy Ray, because I know he knows a lot about the conspiracy stuff, is the last couple of years I've been hearing a lot of Sasquatch podcasts. You know, there's hundreds of accounts, and more than hundreds, thousands maybe of encounters. And they're not all lying, in my opinion. My heart tells me that a lot of people are seeing what they saw. And, you know, there's a conspiracy to keep that hidden because then, you know, deforestation and such, you know, these corporations can do what they have to do. But that's all I have to probably say to Billy Ray V.
You know, there's a rumor that George Floyd was in fact a Sasquatch,
My God.
Yeah, fentanyl Sasquatch, bro.
a hairless Sasquatch. That's what I heard.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
so fentanyl Sasquatch that died because he was really out of shape and ate too many fried foods.
Yeah.
Besides the pressure on his neck.
Much like you and I, Mario. We're gonna die early because we eat shit.
No, I do okay. I have my bad moments. I do okay.
Stop.
He said I do okay. He said nothing about you.
What happened there, Billy Ray?
He said I do okay, but he ain't say shit about you.
Oh, I eat terrible.
I have my battles, Billy Ray. I've never met a chocolate chip cookie or brownie I didn't like.
Ah, man, we share the same afflictions, the same addictions, bro.
That's pretty fucking racist.
Yeah, well,
Wow. So it's bringing up George Floyd.
Who?
So it's bringing up George Floyd.
If you brought George Floyd up, he'd smell because he's dead.
I'd rather listen to Pink Floyd than George Floyd.
I'd rather watch.
oh, man,
I'd rather watch you change in the locker room. All right.
I
Anyway,
bet you would. You piece of
You guys have a great show and have a great night.
Mario, thank you so much. Bigfoot is not real, Alexis says. We're gonna get into that. You know, Mario, one day when you're off and I'm off, you should come on the show and we can talk Bigfoot.
For vacation, when I'm on vacation later this year, we'll be having this set up.
Cool. We'll talk Bigfoot and your favorite big cocks. All right, cool.
Missed you guys last week.
Hit the
Except for Ray.
hit the fuck off, buddy. Hit the music. Good night, Mario.
Good night, guys. Take care.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was, dude. He spent like 20 extra bucks, and now I could actually hear him. And he's in a hall.
better.
Well,
He's in a
hall.
hallway.
So he's gonna sound all weird and shit.
Right.
I can't believe Billy Ray Valentine said all that about George Floyd.
We we got some acknowledging to do here, guys.
Oh shit! Hold on.
Sitting at home. Acknowledge me.
First off, we've got Craig Horsley in the
Who?
chat. Craig Horsley saying,
Oh,
"Let's go
Craig.
Rangers."
Fuck yeah! What's the score right now? Is it 6-2?
I swiftly told him it's Caniacs Nation here. You get out of here with that. We're a bunch of jerks here on this StreamYard.
You know what's funny?
And then he put hockey in the hole. Ray, he put
fucking
hockey.
6. It's 6-2 with 10 seconds left in the third period. Think you guys have a shot?
They're kicking ass right now. Rangers won game 1 is what he's saying. All
Yep,
right.
it's over.
And the next in line, we've got to acknowledge Lawrence
Who's that?
Weaver, who said he's back from my side of the town. Apparently, he was in the Triangle.
I'm sorry.
I was hanging out in Bragtown today. That's Durham, the mean streets of Durham.
The main streets of Durham.
Yes.
Look at Billy Ray.
Look, so imagine the Marcy projects, right?
Uh-huh.
And then it's not as bad, but it is as bad as the Marcy projects.
Yo, Billy Ray, we should take Colin and
No, you
bring him into
should.
the Marcy. It's not that bad.
Man, that place is a joyride compared to what it used to be, brothers.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know
it's
what it
not
used to be. Yeah.
When I was a private detective, I never forget this. Let me turn this music down. One of my first cases, right? They gave me this address, and I have to go up find my way into the building because sometimes these building doors are locked and you can't go in, and nobody's coming out of the building at 5 o'clock in the morning because nobody lives in the project works. So I find a way to jimmy the door. I get into the building. I go up to the 11th floor in the Marcy projects, bro. In the hallways, I'm waiting for this fucking guy to leave his apartment. That was the most terrifying. And we're talking about way back in the day. So what, like 2001 or 2 or 3? It's got to be around 4. It was still pretty shitty back then.
Where do you want them to take me? He said someone should just take me. Where are we going?
So Colin, let's talk about it. So apparently, ladies and gentlemen, Colin has AIDS in his stomach.
Mhm.
That's why he was off last week.
Everyone has AIDS. AIDS. Huh?
I like your T-shirt, Billy Ray Valentine.
Thank you.
You like his well, I think you might like my T-shirt.
I like your Captain Dominican hat. Is that Roddy Piper?
That's a dope. That's a dope T-shirt.
I gotta be honest with you. When he first stood up, I didn't see the word. I thought it was fucking Steve Lombardi, the Brooklyn Brawler. Look, stand up again. Think of Steve Lombardi, and then look at the face. Ready?
No, it looks like
That
Roddy
looks
Piper.
just like that's Steve Lombardi with
Looks
a
like
fucking
Roddy
picnic blanket behind him.
Can you get bed bugs on the train? Big Ray.
Oh my god! Let me tell you something, brother. I don't know if you guys have seen this shit. Have you seen this shit? Let me see if I can pull this out. Who's messaging me now?
What about that? What about that rabbi that stole your gold yesterday?
What's that?
Harvey, he sends me a picture of this rabbi, right? Just sitting on the train minding his business, and Ray's like flashing his gold. And then the next picture he sends me, he's all sad and he doesn't have like his gold necklace and his ring anymore. And I was like, what happened? Did that Dominican midget get you? He was like, no, the rabbi took my gold.
Yeah, man.
You want to see the picture? Right now, I got
Put it up so they can see.
right now I got Blaze Haram. He's hitting me up, talking about how he used to go between channel 62. Billy Ray, did you see my morning coffee thoughts?
No.
You didn't.
I don't
see
have
it?
TikTok, bro.
Can I show you my morning coffee thoughts?
Yeah, sure.
All right, I'm gonna show him. Are you ready? Okay, I don't know how to do this here. Can I just do it from Instagram? What do you think? What do you think, Colin?
Yeah, you should be able to.
All right, let me try. I'm gonna try it right now. So this is oh fuck my life. Anyway, Colin, talk about something while I figure this out.
Let's see. I'm just gonna read some chat. Colin Ray, I sent you guys an email last week. One I'm sure Ray will like since he likes Lash Legend.
Sure fucking do. She's chocolate deliciousness.
Javi says rabbis are the new leprechauns
What?
because the rabbi stole your gold.
Took your gold, bro.
He took your
Don't act like you don't know.
Yeah.
Don't
right?
act like
Over
you
here
don't
acting-
resonate with that comment. He slapped you across your face and took your gold like a leprechaun would. Took it over to the rainbow, buddy.
Oh, well, that's fucking incredibly racist.
He might have taken it to the menorah, or Let's see.
He- What are Jewish people born in the projects called?
What's that?
Minorities.
That's terrible.
I just made that up.
That's funny.
J Hall, apparently you like pancake booties on women.
Who likes pancake booties?
Pancakes, booty women.
Women with pancake booties. That means they got a flat ass.
That means they got flat asses. They serving up flapjacks. Nah, man, we don't do that out here, man. What the
No,
fuck
Ray
is wrong
likes
with you?
that though. That's Ray.
All right, fine. Yeah, I'll subscribe to that. I believe that.
Subscribe to
Yes.
what?
Hey, Billy
You
Ray
like
Valentine.
pancake duties. What's up?
You remember that
Pancake
time that
duties or
I was?
booties?
You remember that time I was a
I
billionaire?
do. I got
was
real
dope,
amped
right?
that day. I was like, you know what? We're fucking out of here. We're
We're out of here.
pack your bags, Ray. We're getting the hell out of here. And it didn't work out that way.
It didn't work out.
But it was nice while it lasted.
Is he going to show up on a cereal box? Who's going to show up on a cereal box?
Yeah, let's get more specific, Lab Rat. What the hell? What kind of a post
wait.
is that?
Wait. Oh, we got.
Oh.
Hang on one second.
Yeah.
I gotta
Knowledge. Oh no. You gonna play that music?
turn your music off.
All right, I'm doing it now, you asshole.
Mm.
I'm about to share my screen.
Hey there. sitting at home. Acknowledge me.
How you doing? Okay. Tell me if you
Wait,
can hear
no,
this.
We've got one more person. to
God damn
acknowledge.
it.
Big Ray Hernandez. This person,
You there,
you just acknowledged them on the
sitting at
show.
home.
Blaze
Acknowledge
Haram.
me.
It's y'all. Y'all. All right, so this is the this is the Blaze. Here's the deal. Billy Ray Valentine doesn't have working real working phone, right? Billy Ray, you can't get on TikTok.
I don't do social media.
All right, so I'm sharing my screen right here. Here is my morning coffee thoughts of the day. Tell me if you guys can relate to this. You ready?
Yeah, man.
Here we go.
Morning coffee thoughts, rated M for mature.
Morning coffee thoughts.
All right, guys, and especially the guys out there, I'm going to call you out on your bullshit because I'm going to tell you about something that I know you did because I did it too. What am I talking
Oh my
about?
god.
This is an ode to scrambled porn. You know what I'm talking about. We had to earn our porn. We didn't just pick up a cell phone. Remember grabbing that bottle of Jergens and sneaking past your parents' bedroom to make sure they were asleep? Then you would quietly turn the TV on, looking over your shoulder every 5 seconds to see what I think is maybe a boob or a butt. I can't really tell. But anyway,
Touching something.
then you would stand up and then freeze right there because you were afraid if you moved the boob or whatever you're looking at, you wouldn't be able to see it. Anyway, and then you kept looking over your shoulder. You could never really fully enjoy yourself. Come on, guys. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Listen, we earned our porn.
God damn it. We sure as fuck did. Did you guys do that when you were kids?
That's how I
We-
watched my first UFC event, Ray. Live on TV. It came in scrambled on. So our channels on the cable were 98, 99, and 97. If you either of those three would be scrambled, depending on when you watched them at certain times at night, you would get porn. And sometimes pay-per-views, like there would be like wrestling and of course UFC and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But I watched the UFC 3 live on the scrambled channel where it was like a little piece of it was like almost perfect and you could just watch that little corner.
Yo, Billy Ray Valentine. Remember Channel J?
Nah, I don't remember Channel J.
You remember the
I don't
fucking
know what that is.
the porno? You remember the porno channel on Channel
I remember the porno channels. I don't remember Channel J. Listen, this is what
that
we
was
used
the
to do.
porno channel.
I don't know what the fuck Channel J is, man. I remember Spice. They had Spice. They had fucking the
Spice.
Playboy channel, and they
That's
had some other
weak.
shit, some hardcore
fucking
shit.
Fucking
And
weak
then you
sauce.
got Cinemax at night. You know, when Cinemax went after 1 p.m., I used to watch all at 1 a.m. Used to watch all that shit. And Showtime at night was crazy. But before all that, we had a system, right?
Mhm.
Me and my boys, right? We had to have a whole thing, a whole thing set up so we wouldn't get caught. So it was one of my boys sitting next to the VHS, right? And we would
So-
put the VHS tape in there.
Before you
right?
continue. So you were sitting next to your male friend and you were about to watch pornography.
If you shut up,
Okay.
you'd actually learn what we're talking about here. We had a fucking system.
Main
Because there was
roster.
no other way to be able to watch this stuff. My mom would come in or somebody would come in, it'd be a wrap. So one of my friends was sitting by the television. Another
your lap.
one was sitting by the table, and I'm sitting all the way in the back, right?
On his
We were
face.
social distancing before it was fucking cool, right?
Oh, okay.
And my boy would put it in and put in my boy would put in the tape, and we start watching
Your
whatever
boy
the
put
hell
it
it
in?
was. It was
Oh.
some Kama Sutra shit, some fucking soft porn shit, but that's all that there was at the time. And whenever we heard the bell ring or whatever, that's what he would take it out and they would toss it and they would toss it at me and I'd throw it under the couch.
So he took
and
it out
we
and
wouldn't
tossed it
get
on
caught.
you? Got it. So he took it out, tossed it on you after he put it in or before?
That's
The
when
fuck is that?
that's how we used to ice. That's how we
Oh.
used to watch porn back in the day because we couldn't. So I upgraded and I got a job and I got my cable box rigged, and there was no need for that anymore. So
Nice.
and that's when I used to watch all that other shit, and it was dope. And now we don't even have to do that. Now we have the phones, and the phones are dope too. And you
Well, I
can
got a
just watch
question.
Pornhub right on your phone.
I got a question for you, Billy Ray Valentine.
What's up?
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.
About 5 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
maybe longer than when we used to be on onewrestling.com, I would have went after that and we would have had some type of war over that. But now I can't do
Why?
that shit anymore. We shouldn't
Bla-
do that shit anymore, right? Okay,
Blaze
there's nothing
Haram-
wrong with that, and that's it.
Blaze Haram
No.
jumps on and says, I used to blame it on my brother when my hold on. I used to blame it on my brother when my moms would find out the scrambler box unlocked. She knew that it was that's right. We used to be able to lock that box.
I was never able to lock it to lock it up. It was always free for all. And I had it in my room. My parents didn't have it. I got it hooked up. They didn't know about it.
Mhm.
Right, so I was like, "What's up, Blaze? What's going on?" Blaze is pretty good. I see he's a good promo. I see your promo.
He's pretty good. He's fucking excellent. He's from the house of Saad. Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Ya Allah, Ya Muhammad, Ya Blaze Haram. See,
What did you just say to me?
Oh shit! Is he here? Is he
You
here?
there, sitting at home. Acknowledge me.
Babo in the chat. What up, Babo? I got the grave before shave, the OG blend in the beard tonight.
Dope.
After a fresh trim, a good brush, a good comb. You know.
So let's talk about this, guys. So you've seen what happened with the Amber Heard thing, right? I'm not going to play any audio. We can just talk about it. I mean, there's three of us here. I'm sure we could put together something. Billy Ray. Oh shit, Billy Ray Valentine. That was me hitting the microphone.
Really?
Did you think Amber Heard had a shot in fucking hell?
To be honest, I didn't give a shit.
Why not?
I didn't, because who the fuck cares? Like, I don't
That's
care
important.
about
This is important, dude.
about Amber Heard and Jackass. I don't give a shit. Like, I was more interested in why the hell they were letting everybody watch this. It was all over the place. Everybody needed to watch this trial.
Absolutely.
Meanwhile, they had the Ghislaine Maxwell trial. Nobody got to watch that shit. Right,
Ghislaine
I would have
who?
liked to sit down and have watched that, but they didn't play that, right? But they give us this nonsense. It's TMZ bullshit. I don't care what these two filthy rich people did to each other. I don't give a shit, and neither should anyone else. It's not a thing. She has to pay up tons of money now. Whatever. I don't care. Am I getting any of that money? No.
Yes.
I am not. I am not. Right. I'm
You're not
and so what's up? What are you saying?
I was
What
just
are you
wondering
doing?
if I thought we all get a piece.
No, we don't. And that's why I don't give a shit. And neither should you, but
That's not
apparently you
fair.
do. Go ahead.
Put that on a T-shirt.
There you go.
Credit Sonic the Hedge Rat.
That's right. That's right, buddy. This
who's-
guy's a smart guy. He's a scholar of another level. You would never know anything about that Big Ray Hernandez.
Who the fuck are you talking about, bro?
Babo
Exactly.
says the finish to this case was more obvious than the finish of a porn.
Listen, we're not supposed to talk wrestling or
No,
anything like
not.
that.
We weren't talking wrestling. They were talking
Oh.
pornos.
Oh, you said finish.
That's Ray's idea of porn.
The
Yo,
money
what is-
shot.
Yo, what is the worst? Let's go around real quick because I what is the worst? We'll start with Billy Ray. Billy Ray Valentine. What's one of the one of the worst pornos that you've ever seen that you turned it on and you couldn't you were like, what the fuck is this?
I could tell you the real, or I could
Yes.
tell you some bullshit.
No, tell me for real.
So yo, shouts to my boy. I mean, he's never gonna watch it, so it is what it is. But regardless,
Another
So-
guy, huh?
we go out to Washington D.C., right, and to visit my boy, and we always suspected, that he was a little weird or whatever, and I mean, he was weird. He had a lot of identity issues, right? And not even meaning sexually. He thought he was a vampire at one point. He thought he was a lot of things. Whatever. We were cool with everybody, right? So we go over and we go visit him, and he's like, "Yo, you guys want to see something?"
Oh god.
I'm like, "What?
It never ends well, by the way, when somebody says that. But go ahead.
You guys want to see something?" And I'm like, yeah, "Whatever." And my other boy goes, "Yeah, what you got?"
Gay!
I don't know what the hell that was. That you, Colin? Maybe Blaze Around came in and yelled at. Go ahead.
So he pops in a VHS, and at this point we're in the 2000s already. Nobody's really watching these things, but he happens to have one. Oh,
He has a VCR in the 2000s. Got it.
yes, puts in the VHS, and clearly it's a porn, and it starts off as heterosexual. Yeah, it starts off as heterosexual porn, and I'm like, I was about to say the name. Like, what? Why are you showing me this? I'm like, what's the point of this? And
Well, does he start staring at your staring at you in the eyes.
No, he's just standing by the television laughing the entire time. He's like, and I'm like, all right, I should have known something was up at that point. But anyway, it turned into the guy just put on panties, and then he was getting rammed by the woman. And I had never seen anything like this in my life before. And at that point, I was like, what the fuck, dude? I'm like, what are you doing? And he's just laughing like it's funny.
How long were you watching? 3 hours later?
I finished 4 times in that 3 hour span.
3 hours later, Billy Ray's crying in a corner.
But no, this is a legit story, dude. I'm not making this shit up. Like I was sitting there and I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I'm like, what? You know, and at that point, you know, everything changed. I was like, dude, are you? He's like, no, I'm not. But he swore he was, or I mean, he swore he wasn't, you know, but to this day, he swears he's not. But I mean, you don't watch that type of porn and get off on it if you're not, you know, I don't know. It's not my deal. I personally don't like that shit, but hey, it's the first and only time I ever saw anything like this. True story, bro. I was like, what the fuck is that?
That's so. How did the night end? I'm just curious. Like, how do you get past that conversation with the guy? Like, how do you get out of that apartment?
Well, we've known each other for years, you know. So at that point, it's what it is. He didn't answer the question. We didn't press it. We kept right on moving.
So it was awkward silence as you guys are watching some guy getting fucked in the ass.
I mean, that was for like once that happened, you got it. We turned it off. I was like, yo, turn this shit off. But
dude.
But then we went ahead and did what we did. So
Sonic the Headdress says, I remember I went to a cookout in some old dude's house, and he had porn just playing on the TV, on the living room TV. Yeah, that's called a pedophile.
I got another one. I was at my job, bro.
Oh,
at my mark job, right?
Which one?
And my
one we worked at, or the one after?
Not at the Gap. No, not there.
Oh,
you probably would have known this story if it was. Anyway, so I'm coming in and out of the office, right? And like dropping stuff off and leaving or whatever. And my boss is watching porn, bro. Like full on like dominatrix porn. And I'm like, what the fuck is this guy watching? Of course, 2 days later, he was fired because they caught on to it. But
like what, on a computer or like
on a computer, on a job?
Did he roll a TV in with the VCR?
the AV
smiling.
TV.
No, he was on his computer watching that shit, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? But anyway, there you go. You got 2 from me. It's your turn, Colin.
So I don't I think really the greatest porn I've ever watched is the worst porn I've ever watched, and that's it's the erotic adventures of Dick Man and Throbbing.
That is a great fucking
a
porn.
John Holmes classic, but it's also just ridiculous.
That dude, yo, I would
ridiculous.
I would have loved to have shaken his hand.
But so now my brother, he worked at a movie rental store, the one that we used to go to that was near our house. It was like a block from our house. We used to walk to it. It was right next to the Dairy Queen. So you go get Dairy Queen, you go rent you a couple movies, couple games. Well, they had, you know, the old Western doors. Behind the Western doors was the porno section, right? Well, my brother, he worked there, and it just so happened that my 7th grade social studies teacher also worked at the same movie rental place, right? Now, my brother would tell me that, you know, they'd watch movies in the back while, you know, nobody was in the store, or they'd have it playing on a TV in the back or whatever. He said, yeah, your teacher, Colin, will go in the back and put on pornos and watch them while he's at work, which is totally okay because he's usually the only one in the store, you know, and it's in the back. So as long as it's not visible by any customers, I don't think they really cared what he watched. Mm-hmm. And this was also the mid to late 90s, you know, kind of before, this is like 95, 96, you know, kind of before they all went out of business and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, my social studies teacher, I had to go to class and look at this man knowing that he watched porno in the back of the movie place.
Elizabeth says, oh my God, one of the women in my office misspelled Australia and ended up on a I guess not a prom site, that would be illegal, a porn site, and it totally infected her work computer. She misspelled Australia.
And she wanted Lizbeth to go tell them. I'm sure it was Lizbeth. It was like, oh shit.
I'm sure that the website started Ask Something. Was it Lizbeth?
Lizbeth. How do you spell Australia, guys?
Apparently,
Australia, down under.
Australia.
Down under. apparently earlier Elizabeth was saying that she had a teacher, and the teacher used to look at her boobs during class.
Big Ray, Scott
What?
Woodford here as we acknowledge him. Did you
Sitting at
shake
home.
someone's pin 15?
Acknowledge
Ray?
me.
Aren't you supposed to fucking wait until your tribal chief finishes talking before you talk over him?
No, it's okay. He lets me talk over him every once in a while. Paul Heyman gets one or two every once in a while. I get one or two. Did you touch someone's pin 15, Ray?
What is a pen 15?
Write it out.
Penis? Oh, God.
Yeah.
So anyway, so what do you think, Colin, about the Amber Heard Jimmy Fallon trial? Who was it?
Look, I'm right there with Billy Ray Valentine. I didn't watch a lick of this. I only listened to what people talked about it. It's a continuation of the Me Too stuff. She thought she was going to get away with, oh, I'm a woman, he's hitting me and all this other stuff. And come to find out, there was a lot of evidence that pointed that she was just as much a piece of shit as he was. So, so you're both terrible people. It came out that Johnny Depp has a big ass jar of cocaine, which he leaned into his lawyer and was like, jar of sand.
Who doesn't?
And they're just both a bunch of psychos, like most people in Hollywood. Look
Billy
at
Ray,
Look
do
at
me a
Will
favor.
Smith and Jada Pinkett.
On top of the fridge, you have your sugar bowl. Can you bring it and show us?
Your sugar.
Billy Ray? He's frozen.
I just
He's
caught
frozen
that.
a
What
little
the
bit,
fuck is
yeah.
he talking about?
His sugar bowl.
What do you mean on top of my fridge?
Listen. I really wish Elizabeth would come on so she could tell the story of how, she was like in the 7th grade and her teacher was checking out her tits. Fucking disgusting.
So she said it was the mom of The Office.
The mom was checking out her boobs?
That's terrible.
Oh no, wait. The mom was the mom was the one that typed in Australia wrong.
Australia.
Good old booger sugar.
I don't do it. I just like the way it smells.
Okay. I have a story. I don't want to get serious yet, all right? Like a late period. But I have another story here. And this is one of the biggest what you didn't know stories. But it's gonna be, I think, like a little 3-minute clip. And of course, there's gonna be a little gimmick schnavitz here. Okay, let me just pause that. Okay, here we go, guys. So this is the biggest. We already knew it. Oh my God, you hear that? You getting that thunder over there, Billy Ray?
He's on the phone. He can't hear you.
Incredible. You want to just hold the story off until Billy Ray gets off the
No,
phone?
no. Go ahead and tell the story. It's
Are you
fine.
sure? Because I really want
Yeah,
Billy Ray to
yeah,
hear this
fine.
story.
He's
All right,
back.
he's good. All right, here we go. Sharing right now and go.
You know that Todd Chrisley's former business partner recently alleged having an affair with the TV star? So, curious to know who this person is?
It's a dude.
What does Chrisley have to say about the allegation? Keep watching to find out. Todd Chrisley and his wife, Julie Chrisley, were slammed with a slew of serious charges back in August 2019. And now they have some explaining to do. The Chrisleys were indicted on several counts of tax evasion and conspiracy, as well as bank and wire fraud. Although they claimed they were innocent, the two are now battling it out in a federal trial in Atlanta. In September 2021, Todd revealed he was unfairly targeted after Atlanta's Office of the Inspector General released a report that uncovered the Georgia Department of Revenue misused funds seized in asset forfeiture. Todd said in a statement, "We are grateful that the truth is finally coming out, and this is just the beginning. We stand in our faith and have always believed that the truth would prevail."
I'm going to put out there really quickly. We stand in our faith. The Chrisleys are supposed to be like a Christian family, right? Is that what they are?
Yeah, Georgian Christian family. Hey, do you think 8-Track would add Chrisley's wife to his harem if she becomes single here?
I think so. He
She
likes
seems like his
heavier. What the hell happened to Billy Ray Valentine?
I don't know. He had to go save the world.
All right, here we go.
God is the greatest healer and revealer. While the findings did appear to be a small break in the case, that didn't mean Todd and Julie were off the hook just yet. The couple is currently on trial, and shocking new allegations against Todd revealed some intimate details
Here we
about
go.
his personal life in court. In addition to evading millions of dollars in Georgia state taxes,
Here we
it has
go.
now come out that Todd Chrisley allegedly had an affair with a man in the early 2000s, despite being married to his wife, Julie Chrisley, since 1996.
I think we could just stop it right there.
You
Billy Ray
didn't. You didn't
Valentine.
know the way that he talked all the time that he might have had sex with a man, Ray.
Oh, come on. Chrisley, it's class, not ass. We did a whole freaking PW Hustle episode on this.
I fucking
No, you did
love
not.
Chrisley.
It's class, not ass. This was way back in the day. Yeah, of course. Come on. Of course, this guy. What gay? I mean, I mean, look at him. I mean, God bless him.
Why?
Ain't nothing wrong with it. I don't know why he didn't come out with it initially.
Well, he's married with children.
I think they
That's
were trying to
part
do it for the
She-
show.
You mean to tell me that she didn't know? Of course she did.
No.
Of course she did.
His penis is in her vagina every night. How the hell is she supposed to know?
She's got a bussy.
Is this the moment where she's like, oh, that's why he always wanted anal?
That's why he always wanted me to put the strap on, Suge.
I was wondering why he wanted me to put that Mario Brothers mustache and baseball cap on.
I thought he was just real kinky. Turns
Yeah.
out he's not. It's
I
class,
always
not
wondered
ass.
why he yelled out Steve and not my name.
Mhm.
Why did he glue hair on my forearms?
Bro, yeah, like she wasn't smashing other guys too. Come on,
You
it's just
think
like Jada and Will Smith.
What?
All these people are just
You guys are
just
making
doing
some
this.
serious fucking allegations, and you had no idea that. You really thought that? I thought he was just what do you call him, metrosexual?
Shut up, Ray.
What?
Get the
Why would
fuck out
someone
of here,
boo
bro.
this
Get
man?
Shut up, bro.
I don't have booze for you.
Yo, Billy Ray, what was the dude that we worked with that we all knew he was
Nah,
gay?
No, wait a minute. There was nothing but gay guys where we worked.
Yeah, but there was a one.
I mean, you worked with Ray too.
Exactly.
shut
That's
your
my point.
face.
But anyway, what happened? Who-
There was one dude that I forgot his name. He came out to me, and I'm like, yeah, like we knew he was gay. Oh, you know what? You weren't with us in West 4th Street.
No, I wasn't. Yeah, I tried to stay away from all that, whatever you guys had going on there. I mean, I fully respected it, but I tried to, let me just let that happen.
Let me tell you something, brother. When I was at West 4th, do you remember David, the manager?
Yes.
Remember Patty?
Yes.
Remember who was banging Patty?
Yes, I do. Oh, God.
Yeah, David was he was a scumbag. I don't like that guy.
Stop. All right.
I don't like him.
That's enough. Enough.
She was a very giving lover.
These are real people. Let's stop talking about them.
She doesn't. What do you think? She's gonna watch the show?
No,
let me
but
just
who knows?
punch in
Stop it.
Tommy.
Stop the nonsense. Then it'll come around somehow. It's a small world.
Fine. She had a nice little mole right over her vagina.
Oh my gosh.
David.
Now you're
I'm just
describing
saying.
her.
Huh?
Oh, what?
Right now, he's describing it. Right, like the name's not enough. Now he's giving a detailed sketch.
I didn't
It's
say
a-
her last name was Ruiz.
It's okay, Ray. We had a kid in my high school who had the cover up girlfriend, but the way he acted and the way he sounded and everything, it's like, bro, we all know you're gay. Just go ahead and come out. And he would get so mad, he'd be like, I'm not gay. And it's like, all right, dude.
We had a
You
kid in
know-
our high school
there
too
you
who
go.
had a cover up girlfriend. Everybody knew he was gay, but he had a cover up girlfriend.
You hang out with the only other two gay dudes in the high school. We all know you're gay.
In junior high school, we had this dude. I'm just gonna call him Justin Pretlow. Oh wait, that's his real name. Anyway, so this dude, bro, I never forget him. He was a huge, overweight African American gentleman, a kid, but he was always dressed like incredible. He always had like the best clothes. And the girls were always hanging all over this dude, but he never had a girlfriend. And I would wonder, I'm like, what does he have that I don't? Apparently, he had no desire for women. I ran into him.
Did you?
think? Yeah. Oh my God. I must have been like in my late 20s. I remember I hadn't seen him since middle school, as you kids in hick towns there. Colin comes from. What do we call it? We call it junior high school in the city. But where Colin comes from is middle school.
No, it was junior high when I went
Oh,
to
God damn it.
junior high school. They're gay.
Look, Colin got offended there. Fuck you, Colin.
Muttlett, Kentucky had junior highs too,
When you're
okay?
goddamn middle schools. But anyways,
Smack him, Colin.
I ran into him and
Shit.
he was just like full blown like fabulous. Is that fair? Can I say that?
You did, so
Oh.
there's no sense in asking at this point.
So of the 3 gay guys that we had at our school when I was in high school at the time, Ray, one of them was the only male cheerleader on the cheerleading squad, and he was better than all the other cheerleaders. And he was also on Ricky Lake for being a male cheerleader in an only like female, and he was on the Ricky Lake in our like high school cheerleading outfit. They showed it on like the TV at school.
Did he wear a skirt or he wore the guy?
No, he wore like the male get up.
Okay.
Like he wore the jacket and like the
That's
pants
fine.
that male cheerleaders wear, but he still did all the flips and did everything and danced like a girl and all that stuff. He was better than all the other girls though.
I'm gonna tell you what, Billy Ray. Do you remember Mustafa? You never met him.
I don't think so. I mean, the name sounds familiar, but I don't think so.
This guy was totally open, but he was a glam. He was glam. He was very, incredibly fabulous. The way he used to talk all the time. This dude was the best fucking wingman ever. I'm telling you, bro. Whenever I hung out with the group of us from the Gap, and we used to go to like the bars or whatever, I was hanging out with Mustafa because Mustafa, bro, this dude had the most gorgeous freaking women hanging around him all the time.
Right.
And then if he says I was cool, done. That guy was awesome. I want to.
Do you remember? You remember Derek?
Of course, Black Derek.
Yes.
Yeah, he like Michael Jordan, but like really gay.
First off, like I mean, unapologetically gay.
It's like three-pointer.
Like he didn't care if you knew or didn't know. The guy was super cool. He would do 250 push-ups in a row. You remember when he used to bust out 250 push-ups? He just sat there, bang, knocked it out. I'd never seen anything like it.
Yeah, this guy was in shape.
Yeah.
He used to dress the mannequins. What Elizabeth said in Texas, nobody was gay ever until we had our class reunion, and it was a free fall. It's incredible, man. Listen, man, we joke around, but yeah, we all knew fucking Todd Crisley was fucking gay.
Of course. Come on.
That's like Tom Cruise. He's coming out one day. You think Tom Cruise ever come out?
Tom Cruise ain't gay, is he? I don't think so.
Oh God, so gay, dude.
Yo, I saw Top Gun Maverick, bro. It's dope. Go see it.
I'll stop it.
heard
Would you
it's
stop
really
that
good.
shit? All right, I'm
It's
leaving.
fucking good. Even though
It's
they
not.
have their little cheesy 80s scenes sometimes, even that's good. Like they keep it consistent. So it's kind of like a throwback, but the movie itself is dope too. Go watch it. I had a
Seems
great
like it
time.
would be really good because Top Gun was such a great movie.
Right.
Tom Cruise is
It was
gay as
great.
fuck. Blaze, you're correct.
Blaze Haram says it, so it must be true. I'm not gonna.
That's why South
not
Park
gonna
had a
challenge
whole
it.
episode about him hiding in the closet with R. Kelly.
Bro, what about Family Guy when Tom Cruise is like the gay thoughts are chasing him, he's running away. You're not gonna catch me, gay thoughts. You know, the little thought bubble. Come on, please. If you can't catch me, gay thoughts. Exactly.
You can't.
Yeah,
Don't add
exactly.
words. There weren't there.
Nothing wrong with it. So yeah, Todd Crisley's gay. Now, all right, guys. This is it.
It's class, not ass.
This is it, guys. This is
All
the
right.
big story. Okay. Now we're gonna get serious.
Mm.
All right. I have a question. How serious, Billy Ray Valentine, do you want us to get? Do you want us to get this serious
No, I'm serious. I'm dead serious.
or this serious?
And we serious like a lake period.
It's up to you.
The second one.
Number 2.
Damn it.
Do you think we could get Conan on the show? Do you think Conan and Disco would come on the show?
I don't think Conan would. No.
No, he wouldn't come on and like blow the kazoo. He'd be like, ridiculous random podcast. Brrr. Who's that?
Okay, I'm sharing the screen. Here we go. Colin, you're sick.
We're introducing legislation to implement a national freeze on handgun ownership.
What's Blackface Aladdin doing?
This means is that it will no longer be possible to
I'm gonna
buy.
talk from now on.
All right. Are you gonna talk during the whole freaking gimmick, Schneebitz?
No, it's not. He didn't even got to the important part. I was calling him Blackface Aladdin.
All right. We can't hear that. He's talking over you.
Fuck this guy.
Sell, transfer, or import handguns anywhere in Canada. In other words, we're capping the market for handguns. We recognize.
All right. First, I got to say something real quick. Take a look at the room behind them. Anyone? Yeah, he
They're all
looks
still
sus.
wearing masks.
All with the mask, all fucking. And you notice they're clapping like seals.
So Ray is the one with the blue mask that is to the left of us.
Mhm.
Is that like a transgender man?
That is
woman thing there.
Mhm.
It looks like a man in the face, but
It
he's
is,
wearing
and
like a dress.
He's wearing his Sunday's best. So let's continue.
That the vast majority of gun owners use them safely and in accordance with the law. But other than using firearms for sport shooting and hunting, there is no reason anyone in Canada should need guns in their everyday lives.
What was that, Colin?
So what if we're hunting humans?
It's important. It's important to note that Blaze's cousin is all the way in the back. Just keep an eye on.
Oh yeah,
let everybody know.
Right.
Blaze, y'all law. You see him in the back? Billy Ray, that's Indian. It's not Arab. He's wearing. Oh fuck. Let's just continue.
And Canadians certainly don't need assault-style weapons that were designed to kill the largest number of people in the shortest amount of time.
Well, now that he's sucked the fun out of everything. You know, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna give this to Billy Ray first, if that's cool, Colin.
Yeah, go ahead.
I saw a very interesting meme. Memes aren't always funny, and I'm being very serious now. And the meme had two hands, and in one hand it was a rock, and the other hand it was a handgun. And I think, if I'm going to paraphrase it, but basically it spoke about the rock in the left person's hand being that is the hand of Cain that killed Abel, explaining that God did not punish the rock.
No, he didn't. He's going to make him president one day.
Oh, geez, Billy Ray, I'll give you the floor.
Well, I don't know. This is a really complicated subject, right? And to see this dude do what he did up there, and he cites what happened in Texas as rationale for it. He's like, look at what's going on south of the border here. We don't want to be those savage Americans. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take everybody's guns, right? Like, it's pretty much what he says. And people are gonna hand them over, and that'll be the end of it. That'll be the end of it, right? This guy is a dictator of the I don't know, the highest degree. This guy is power hungry. I mean, just to see what happened during COVID up there. I mean, there were some of the strictest lockdowns up there. The strictest lockdowns were up there in Canada. Some of them, man, what went down, and people were cool with it, right? I don't like this guy as far as you could throw him. He's from the same vein of Barack Obama, right? Like it's kind of the same. But Obama's a lot more polished than this dude. This dude is a direct piece of shit. Not to say that Obama isn't, but I mean, this guy is just an obvious one, and he wants to take everything from everybody. This isn't about guns. This is about power and control. That's what this is. Even though historically here in America, these events, and we spoke about this with Colin yesterday and April Hunter, these events just caused a surge in the buying of weapons. This may be a little different. I don't know. I'm starting to, even though it's the boy who cried wolf so many times, I think, especially there was just another shooting today, by the way, in a hospital.
Let me pause you on that really quickly.
Right.
If you do not mind, this is literally a minute long clip. Okay.
All right, got it.
Here we go. And this is not good for audio. Okay, here we go. I'm sorry about that, guys. Here we go. This is what Billy Ray Valentine is talking about. And of course, there'll be a commercial, right?
Also tracking breaking news right now out of Tulsa, Oklahoma, where police say a man with a rifle has entered a local hospital and began firing on people. 3 to 4 people are reported to be dead. We're tracking the numbers and the injuries. This is part of the nationwide gun epidemic we've been reporting on, but breaking news, the shooter is down. We don't have confirmation at this moment about his status or whether he's deceased or information about a motive, but that's a breaking news update that we'll continue to follow for you.
Okay, so basically, really quickly, the gunman was killed. Okay.
He killed himself.
He killed himself. Okay, so what happened after this whole thing? Do you know how many people actually died?
From as far as I know, there were 3 dead and 1 injured, and the killer died also. So that's 4 dead in total. That could change. I mean, I don't know. I haven't kept up, but that just happened today. You know, and I heard that the killer killed himself. He wasn't killed by anybody else, but look, he did it with a rifle. So now they're going to start scrutinizing this shit. You know what I mean? Going to that level and start scrutinizing that. I have a feeling they're going to try to really get something done on this time. Something's going to happen. You know, it's almost like a trade-off between the right and the left. You know, not too long ago, we had the whole abortion issue with the Supreme Court, and that may come down later on also. So we'll trade gun rights for abortions. Is that what we're going to do now? Okay, fine, no problem. That's what it looks like to me, because how coincidental is this? You know, all of a sudden, you know, 2 of the biggest issues on each side, one side gets one and the other side gets the other. That's what it looks like to me. Call me a conspiracy theorist. That's fine. But try to poke holes in this, because it's been laid out exactly that way. You know, how many shootings? It's been 3. And I know there's the copycat deal. Once one shooting takes place, odds are there's another shooting going to take place and another shooting going to take place, right? So now we have 3 right now, you know, but very bad ones. What's up?
I just want to ask both you guys, and any one of you can jump in. This is a question. This all took a 150% rise in all of this gun violence and everything ever since people began losing their jobs and being locked down and locked up because of COVID. In 2020, this is when all this really started taking off. I just wanted your thoughts on that. Do you think it is a thing that people just basically lost their minds, or they're now using the lockdowns, using their frustrations, or you know, using these excuses to go out and kill people?
I mean, when people get hungry, they get dangerous. When people don't have the basic necessities, water, food, shelter, you know, things start to go down. Now, mass shootings are something different, in my opinion. But I mean, crime, yeah, it's facilitated by things like this, right? Like, I mean, it's not exactly the greatest of conditions. So why are you, you know, surprised that people are going to do what they need to do to feed their families? A lot of these people don't know where else to go, and people are like, well, it's a crime, they're criminals. Yeah, it's true, but look at what came behind that crime and what's behind the criminal and what led them to go there. What's up, Ray?
But it's not just the killings. We've seen people getting pushed in front of trains on a regular basis, robberies, random stabbings. It's increased. It's more than it was ever since 2020. That's what I'm asking you guys. Like, you know,
well, that's what I'm trying to say. It's
right.
It's the conditions that we were under facilitated things like this. You know, it's a third world country. The United States has turned into a third world country, and this is the sort of things that happen in third world countries. We can keep believing that this is a first world country and we're the developed West. And no, it's not a thing anymore. Unfortunately, I want it to be different, but it's not. Okay,
I feel like we haven't been a true superpower since maybe the early 90s, and I'm saying maybe. I think during the Reagan era was probably like the last great.
We're still a superpower. It's just now we're on the decline and China's on the way up. That's they're here to make China just on par with us or even better than us, to bring us down a notch. But it's now this rifle that he killed people with, was it like a bolt action rifle? What kind of rifle was this? Because you can own certain types of rifles and certain types of shotguns. You can go buy those without a license. Now, you can go to your local Walmart, go walk right in, buy a 12 gauge shotgun, go buy the shot off the shelf, and walk out of there. And not you might have to fill out some paperwork, but they'll let you basically walk in and out with the gun right then and there, because it's for home protection. That's one of the guns that basically falls under the Second Amendment. Now, I get why people don't want people to have rifles, but those automatic rifles are there to protect us from the government. And you've already heard the government say Joe Biden came out and laughed about it when he said, "Oh, you guys you got your guns? Well, we got F-16s, we got nukes, we got missiles. What you got? What are y'all gonna do with those guns?"
And he's right.
Just turn them in. Just go ahead and turn those guns in. We'll just nuke you.
They got so much wins that they left a ton of them behind in the Middle East and gave them to ISIS.
And
here you go.
money. What about all that money we need? What about the stacks of cash, the pallets of cash?
Right. And now they're shipping over how much over to the Ukraine, yet people here are starving and they don't have Similac anymore.
Yeah. Hey, Billy Ray, remember when gun control was so important to the left that Obama sent unmarked guns down to Mexico and they just completely lost? They don't even know where those guns went. Where'd those guns go? Oh my gosh.
Well, was that Fast and Furious?
No, that was a movie, right?
Yes, exactly. It was a movie.
The question I have for you guys is this, and this is the argument I keep bringing up to people, left or right, but mostly people who lean left. Who are happy about Justin Trudeau taking all the guns away, because they're going to do that here, guys. I'm going to let you know that right now. It's going to happen. Canada is what I call the testing grounds of the world. I don't know if you noticed that. But I'm going to ask you quick questions, guys. This is all rhetorical, so I don't need an answer. Is rape legal? No. Okay. Can you go out in the street and just hit somebody over the head with a fucking blunt object? No, you can't do that. Okay. What about stealing? What about walking into a bank and just stealing the money? No, it's not legal.
Well, it depends. They're starting to make that legal now. I mean, some states, California, you can go in and take what you want.
But people do it anyway. So what makes you fucking think that suspending people using guns is going to stop the crime? What's going to happen, in my opinion, is now the people that can get the illegal guns are going to be like, "Oh, this is great. Now we can just walk right into your house because you don't have a gun. You can't protect yourself. You can't stop us."
Ray, someone in the chat brought up, what about Australia and the UK? What about the number of stabbings that have increased because they don't have guns? Now people just walk around with knives and just stab you.
Bro, did you just see the news here? Billy Ray, did you see the news in New York?
What's up?
About that young girl, the 16-year-old girl that literally just, for no fucking reason, she was walking into like a bodega or something like that. Some dude just walked right up behind her, stabbed her, and then walked away. Okay. She didn't know the guy. They have a clear picture. They're going to catch him.
Yeah.
She didn't know the guy. She didn't have any reason as to why he did it. He just went pop, 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 and walked away. People
are doing crazy shit. My wife told me about that story. But yeah, people are doing incredibly crazy crap. Why that is, I don't know. But yeah, I think no matter how many laws they pass, this thing is going to continue to happen. And they shine a light on Australia, and say, because there was a mass shooting over there, and then they passed gun laws, and there haven't been any mass or just one since, or something like that, since they did that. And in the UK, it's the same. Well, I mean, I'm cool with it, right? So let all my hyper liberal friends, if you guys want to get rid of guns, perfectly fine with that. Let's get rid of guns, but let's get rid of them for everybody. If I don't get to have them, the cops don't get to have them either.
Well, I was going to ask you this
question.
That's
the way I look at this. They shouldn't have it either. Justin Trudeau standing up there talking about we're going to take all your guns, and Beto O'Rourke saying we're going to take all your guns, laughing. Yeah, hell yeah, we're going to take all your guns. That's what Beto. Well, it was Beto, right? Who said that, right?
I think so. Yeah, it was Beto. Yeah, it was Beto.
Yeah. And he's like, yeah, we're going to take all your guns. I'm like, first of all, I'd like to see you try. You personally come take somebody's guns. But second, while he's saying that, there's probably several armed guard around him.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
So how do they say all that? And they have all these people packed to the gills. If we don't get to have guns, they don't get to have guns either. That's it. That's a compromise. Let's freaking melt them all. No one has them. Equal playing field.
Is that like when Superman in Superman 4 got rid of all the nukes?
Yes.
When he flew around, remember?
Right.
And what happened
to the sun?
Right. And what happened?
I don't know. I forgot.
There was a nuclear man, and then we couldn't defend ourselves against him because we had no weapons.
And nuclear
There's
man
gonna be
will
a
probably
nuclear
whipped
man?
up on us anyway.
What? What, Colin?
I said there's going to be a nuclear man.
Nuclear man.
Jesus.
Yeah.
They may be. But you know, it's funny. That's exactly Billy Ray. That is exact. You took the words out of my mouth when, or figuratively, because it's not literally, because you're not reaching into my throat. And even if you could, you wouldn't be able to grab any of the words that are coming out of my mouth. But neither here nor there. I was going to say the same shit. Justin Trudeau is standing there. We're going to get rid of guns, and I'm sure
Don't say
his
name.
security.
It's Blackface Aladdin.
I'm sure his security have guns.
Oh yeah.
What about his kids that go to school? Eh?
Didn't he also dress up like Hitler?
Jesus, no, that's the guy from wrestling.
No, that was Justin Trudeau. He dressed up as Hitler.
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
I'll find the picture. Hang on.
Oh, great! Now we're gonna put a picture of Hitler up here.
No,
So
it's
anyway,
Justin Trudeau.
I know he's Fidel Castro's kid. That's all I know.
He is Fidel Castro's kid. That is true.
Yeah.
He did Fidel. Billy Ray.
I'm sorry.
They're not gonna get rid of all the guns. They don't want to do that.
I
They
don't
want
think so.
us
Not yet.
to have guns.
I think in America it's a bit different. At least I used to think. Let me see how this plays out, because this might be a different situation. But I used to think that they wanted us armed to the gills so we can fight each other, because that's what we're going to do with those guns. We're not going to fight the government. That's not how we're going to defeat the government. They want us to fight each other. They've been trying to instigate a civil war for a long time. So if we each have guns, then we get to fight each other that way. And that's in essence what's happening throughout inner cities of the United States. People are shooting each other left and right, and that is a war in itself. And that's what's going on. We're not using it to defend ourselves from the government. And even if we did, like Joe Biden said, we got nukes, I mean, and a ton of other stuff, that they can use to neutralize us in whatever way. Plus, it's a heavy mind control if we want to get into that. But regardless, I didn't think they gave a shit about us having guns. I think they wanted us to get armed for the purpose of a manufactured civil war. I'm not very sure about that right now. I got to see what happens with Joe Biden here. Even if he gets voted out in 2024, let's see what he gets done about these guns. He's going to get pressed by the left wing hard to act.
So?
Yeah, he's going to get pressed, especially after this other shooting that went down today. He's going to get pressed hard to do it, and I think he's going to attempt to get it done. Let's see. It's going to be really interesting to see what develops in the next few weeks.
Speaking of Joe Biden, on a funny side, did you see that thing where, what's the name of that? It was like a World War, was it World War II, where all the women, or World War I, where all the women had to go to work, and they had the picture of the Riveter girl. What's
That's
her
two.
name?
That's two.
What's the name of the character?
I don't remember the name of the character. I know who you're talking about. Looks like April Hunter.
The chat. It was something Riveter.
Rosie the Riveter.
Rosie the Riveter.
Yes, Rosie the Riveter.
Did you hear that thing where Biden was talking about how he met her and he was able to meet with her before she died?
Did he really say that?
He really did. You know what? I'm gonna find it. You pull up, you talk. I'm gonna find it.
No, so I was looking up that Justin Trudeau thing. So apparently he was an actor. Did you know this, Billy Ray Valentine?
I did not. No.
What is this about world leaders? We got Zelensky, who was an actor, who is now a world leader, and Justin Trudeau, who in 2007, which this picture circulates of him in like a Nazi uniform, but it's from a movie where he played someone in a Nazi. But in 2007 he was an actor.
So Donald Trump was an actor too.
Now he's prime, and Donald Trump was president.
Right.
That's really weird.
Very good points. Actors as world leaders, reality game show hosts as world leaders.
You think Ronald Reagan was the test run for that?
Ronald Reagan is heavily glorified, by the conservative right here in the United States, and they paint a picture of him like he was God on earth, right? But he was, he came straight out of California, and they said I don't know what really he got done, but they glorify him.
Or down the wall.
Mr. Gorbachev.
Tear down the wall, yeah.
Mr. Gorbachev. Tear down that wall.
How much do you think he practiced in the mirror for that? Again, an actor doing a monologue. I mean,
they called him the great communicator. Yeah. For a reason, right? He was able to sell. right? He could sell and manipulate a crowd and cut a promo like nobody's business. That's what presidents are. And let's look at the president, the future president, Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. More
Cain and Abel got, The Rock was used in Cain and Abel back in the day, and now he's going to be president one day.
Right. It's just
funny.
payoff.
I can't find the fucking video now.
Yes, Bobo. That's what we're talking about. Zelensky did play it. It'd be like if Kevin Spacey just became president one day.
Oof.
He's not?
No, he got arrested in the UK.
Yeah, for child porn and stuff.
That guy, he just can't stop touching kids, that piece of shit.
Yeah, he needs to get locked up now, man. Like, good Lord.
I don't remember if you did this on one of your Infinite Fringes back in the day, but I've heard some good stuff about like why the military has an arm that is a motion picture.
I have 2 arms.
Wing.
We did do that, yeah.
And that's some very fascinating stuff because it's like, why are they, what are they going out and filming exactly? And it could be for the training videos and that type of stuff, but a lot of the war was shot. We saw Vietnam and a lot of these things through camera lenses, and whose camera lenses were those, right?
No, yeah, you're absolutely right, man. And they did they drop off scripts for networks and say, hey, go with this, go with that, or they tried to. I know they did it for the X-Files. They came in and dropped off some ideas of what they should do, and of course there is the theory that Stanley Kubrick filmed the moon landing on behalf of the government, right? And NASA gave him this telescope and everything as
Sasquatch was there.
Maybe.
That's for you, Mario.
Maybe Sasquatch.
Sasquatch was actually the one filming it. He's like, ugh, just hold the camera, you big dummy. No? All right, so let's wrap this up. Do you have any more thoughts on this situation before we jump into our top 5?
No.
Nope. All right, you guys gave me absolutely no time to set this up. You guys.
I mean, we can. Biden will probably say he is an actor and he was nominated for an Emmy. He'll probably say Corn Pop was his acting coach.
Corn Pop. I love corn pops. When's the last time you ate corn pops, guys?
Never. I haven't had them in a long time. Not never, but I haven't had them in a long time.
What's
Not
a
my
cereal?
favorite.
What's a cereal that
must be home?
No, he's home. He's listening with the wife. What's a cereal that you guys have? I don't feel like leaving this on such a negative thing. What's a cereal that you guys used to love eating as a kid and is still around that you haven't eaten in a long time?
Oh no. Oh, King Vitamin. You remember the No Frills King Vitamin? That was dope. I used to love eating it as a kid. I still love eating it now, but I can't find it. It's still around, but I can't find it.
You want me to get you a box?
I haven't had Smacks.
I never liked
Smacks. The one with the frog.
The frog.
Yeah.
What about the one with Sugar Bear?
I didn't like that shit either.
They get enough Super Golden Crisp.
Because I've had Cinnamon Toast Crunch recently. I've had Life recently. I feel like I've had Corn Pops in the last year.
Have you guys had honeycombs in a long time?
No, I don't like honeycombs.
No, I haven't had honeycombs. Yeah, I don't think
honeycombs. We want honeycombs. I remember that.
Cookie Crisps.
Cookie Crisp was good.
Cookie Crisp.
But the best, hands down, top 3 is and maybe we should do an episode on this if you haven't already. But
yeah, we can do it again. Nobody was
Tricks, Fruity Pebbles, Captain Crunch. They're the best ones. And honorable mention is what is it? Rice Krispies, but the holiday edition with the frosted ones. The frosted.
Oh my god!
Right.
Those were fucking great.
They were good. Right.
Even I don't think I've had original Captain Crunch in a long time.
Go do it. It's good. It's the best.
Yeah.
You know what I used to love eating? Peanut butter crunch.
Ooh, that's good.
Peanut butter crunch was good. Yeah.
So good. And then they came out with Reese's Pieces cereal, which was really good too.
I haven't had it.
It's really good, Billy.
You would if you like Reese's Cups, you would like the Reese's Cup cereal. It's
so
really good.
fucking good.
I'm sure.
Anyway, all right, guys. I think it's time, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for our top 5. If I can find the fucking gimmick.
It's now the time for our top 5. For our top 5. It's now the time. Yeah. It's now the time for our top five. For our top five, it's now the time. Yeah.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. Last time we were on, it was top 5 superheroes, but now top 5 supervillains. Oh yeah. It's so good to be bad. Ain't that right, Colin? And he's muted. It doesn't matter.
It does matter.
Remember when we did this one?
Nothing in common.
Remember when
Yeah,
we
that
did
was
this
fun.
one? That was a good one.
Fun.
Top 5
Evil nerds.
That was a good one. Remember when we showed this?
Oh, the milkers.
The milkers.
No one sends us any dirty pictures anymore.
How about remember this one?
So
That's Billy Ray Valentine's door knocker.
In honor of that, chat, I'm gonna need you guys to
Get your shit together. Get it all together and put it in a backpack. All your shit. So it's together. Get your shit together.
There you go.
Oh, because of you, I ordered one of these.
My son would wear one of those. Those are dope. It catches all the food when they want to make a mess while they're eating.
So disgusting. And then this.
Oh, that's my NFT.
Are you a millionaire yet? No.
I was a billionaire, Ray.
Okay. All right. I guess, Billy Ray Valentine. We could start, you're our guest. So we can do round robin. I'll go last. We're doing top 5 supervillains. Evil.
Hit him with your honorable mentions first, though, BRB.
I don't have an honorable.
Damn, I didn't think about an honorable mention. Let me think of one right now. And I'm about to give you the greatest
Of course.
top 5 supervillains countdown in the history of top 5 supervillain countdowns, ladies and gents. 100%. You're never going to hear anything better than what I'm about to give you. So pay attention. Now,
That was very Kamala Harris. That was very Kamala Harris-esque. You were like, I'm going to give you the best top 5.
Mm-hmm.
This top 5 is
Very
the
Kamala.
best.
The best. This top 5 is the best top 5, the greatest top 5 we've ever seen. It's gold. It has gold from beginning to end, and we don't make it in China. No.
Holy
Xi
shit.
Xi Jinping is the greatest villain ever. He's the most evil man. He's the worst man. I am the best. I am the greatest. Long live America.
Trump came on to give his top 5. That's so dope.
Yeah,
I think this is actually Kevin Spacey in the chat. Just saying.
Okay. So my honorable mention would have to be Galactus. Let's throw that in there. Galactus was no joke. But he didn't make my top 5, and I was thinking about it while I was, while Donald Trump was talking. Thank you, Donald, for running interference. And I think, the Eater of Worlds, Galactus has. He made the Silver Surfer, and he eats worlds. So yeah, he's my honorable mention.
So who's your number 5?
And who's your number 5?
And my number 5 is a personal favorite of mine. I think he's badass, and he always beats the trash out of Spider-Man. It's a Dr. Octopus. Have you ever, if you're a fan of Spider-Man and Spider-Man comics and you start reading them, every time he fought Dr. Octopus, his whole suit would be all destroyed. He'd get his ass whooped all the time. So Doc Ock, you got number 5.
All right, fair enough. Colin?
All right, so I'm going to hit you with some honorable mentions first.
Mentions. Okay,
honorable mentions. I got a couple here.
More than 2.
I'm going to rapid fire these off real quick. We've got the New York Yankees, Baby Mamas, and the frigid women of the city in the erotic adventures of Dick Van and Throbbing. Those damn frigid women. They just needed some good old pipe laid.
And that was it.
Unfrigid themselves.
What's your number 5, dude?
He is a man that wears a purple suit.
Grimace.
No, he's not the Joker,
Oh.
ladies and gentlemen. It's Kilgrave from the Jessica Jones series. He is a supervillain. Let's see. His body produces pheromones which allow him to verbally control the actions of others and occasionally break the fourth wall for sinister effect. So basically, if he gets close enough to you, you smell his pheromones, and he can just take control of you. He once had the power of Jessica Jones in his hand. He once took control of Daredevil. Just imagine the power that you could have if you just got near certain people and you could just take them over and make them do your bidding. and nobody would even know. They'd be like, "Why is Superman killing everybody?" I don't know.
That's pretty fucking incredible. I'm gonna share the screen real quick there, Colin.
And if you've seen the Jessica Jones on Netflix, that version of Kilgrave is fucking dope. Your honorable mentions that rabbi. We need to find that Dominican midget that runs his pockets.
So this is the rabbi, and as you can see, I'm wearing my wedding ring and my gold watch, right?
They're
and then
gone.
and this is no, that's Chase University. And this is him after he stole it.
That's after he smacked the shit out of Race.
Yeah, he smacked the fuck
Yeah, I
out.
told y'all.
I was so blitzed on the train.
And then he didn't even leave. He just sat down like, what? What are you going to do?
He's reading his Torah like it's nothing.
Yeah.
Like what?
So I'm just gonna leave that up there for a second because I'm gonna show you my number 5. But before that, an honorable mention. The honorable mention is the last building super I worked for. No, I'm kidding.
You know damn well it's those Dominicans.
No, my honorable mention is Thanos. I mean, you think about this guy, and the reason why he didn't make my top 5 was because even though Thanos is fucking crazy, I think he thought he meant well.
That's only in the movie, bro.
No, but also in the comics, like
in
Thanos
the comics, he wanted to marry Death.
I know
He was trying to impress her.
I know he wanted. Remember when he caught the Infinity Gauntlet? Who was the one that he shows signs of him having some type of love inside somewhere. That's the thing about him. But the people I'm gonna talk about are pure evil.
Fair play, sir.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And my number 5 is a man or a monster. He was actually an uncle at one point, and he was part of a royal family, but he made it his quest to take over the planet of Eternia. My number 5 is fucking Skeletor.
Good one.
Any iteration
he deserves
of
to be
Skeletor.
higher than number 5, brother. But
he
still.
is my dude. I love Skeletor. Any iteration of Skeletor is a great iteration. Even the shitty ones that they're doing now, he is the best part of everything. He may be zany at times and shit like that, but Skeletor, man, that guy, all he wanted to do was take over Eternia and kill He-Man. Like that was his thing, and He-Man's his fucking nephew. Did you know that?
I did.
King Randor is his brother. So that's my number 5.
That's a dope pick. I wasn't even.
Yeah, that is a really dope pick.
I didn't know. Okay, that I was coming on here to do this, so I'm gonna use that. I mean, it's still the greatest list ever, but Ray, shit, Skeletor. I don't know how I overlooked that. But in that vein,
oh shit,
my number 4 of the greatest supervillains to ever exist on Earth and anywhere else is Cobra Commander.
Oh,
he
it's
is
a
number
good one.
4.
You fucking cunt.
Cobra.
That's a good one. Yeah, Cobra Commander's all iterations of Cobra Commander.
Right.
The mask, the cloth
the towel
mask
or whatever. That shit was dope. And I got to give an honorable mention to Serpentor, and honorable mention to Starscream from Transformers, Lord Megatron. That guy. Just because I forgot about them and now I'm thinking about them. So there they go.
You can't do that.
Cobra Commander's number 4. I just did, Big Ray. Go ahead.
Cobra Commander is a good one. My number 4, he's actually going to be a man with powers, but he believes that humans with powers are people too. Ray, unlike that man in the wheelchair, who thinks that everyone should live together. No, this man, he can control metal objects. It's Magneto, the father of Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, which the MCU butchered. Magneto's number 4.
Fantastic.
He is. So you talk about Doc Ock as a guy that gives Spider-Man
the
his
business.
trouble.
Right.
Magneto slaps the X-Men around by himself
all the time.
All around.
All
and he's one of the only men that can take down Wolverine because of the adamantium.
Well, Wolverine gets his ass whooped all the freaking time. He just recovers later.
Right.
Everybody beats the shit out of Wolverine.
He's the Hulk Hogan of Marvel Comics. That's why they
True.
killed him off.
True.
Because Wolverine just no sells everything and he just kills you.
All right.
Okay.
So now what I did was I collected all these pictures so I can put them up. So it's funny that you mentioned this person because this is my
This
number
person.
4. Well, he's not even a person actually. This let's say alien to planet Earth. Just thought we were just I think he referred to us as meat sacks at one point. We're ants. He just wanted to take over the Earth for resources, but at the same time, this monster wanted to destroy his counterpart, and they were very good. They were very good people. They just wanted to protect the Earth because it was their new home. And this person is so evil that he is now, if he was around, you couldn't put him in a cartoon. Why? Because he turned into a gun. It is the one and the only Lord Megatron.
Lord Megatron. Very nice.
That
That's
is
the
my
classic
number.
Megatron right there.
Yeah. That's I had a picture of the newer one from the movie, but
He sucks, bro. Right.
This is my guy.
That's Megatron right there. Did you ever have the toy? I
did.
never had the Megatron toy that turned into a gun. You couldn't even sell this toy anymore. I might go out and buy it just because of that. Somewhere.
Can you find it?
Yeah, I'm sure, and I'll have to pay a premium for them. But still, I never had him as a kid. I had Optimus Prime.
Did you have
but I never
Soundwave?
I never had Megatron. What's up?
I had Soundwave and
Soundwave was dope.
the cassette, but the one that turned into a panther.
That's Soundwave.
Yeah, but what was the panther?
That's that thing that came out of the cassette. He turned into a panther.
There was a panther, and then there was also a bird, an eagle.
Right? Yeah.
Right.
Two of them.
They have the Soundwave Funko Pop, and I haven't picked
dope.
it up yet, but they do have one.
I remember a kid that we knew growing up. We went over to his cousin's house, and his cousin was like, this was the 94, 93, 94, had like all the Transformers. Like he could build the construction ones into the giant robot and everything. Like I wonder if he still has these, because if he does, his collection is worth like a lot, right?
Yeah,
but he had all of them, and I'm just like a kid in heaven getting to play with all these Transformers.
Okay.
Also like G.I. Joes. I was more of a fan of G.I. Joe myself.
G.I. Joe was
Toys
dope.
were so much better.
Right. I liked the Thundercats as a kid. That was my thing. And the Silverhawks.
Mumra's got to be on
Mumra was a pretty big piece of shit.
Mumra was with something else. All right. Number 3 in the greatest list of supervillains in the Kamala Harris invitational list of supervillains. That's what we're gonna call my list. That's how evil it is. Kamala Harris is the namesake of it. Okay. Number 3. And this was a toss-up between number 3 and number 2, and I'll reveal number 2 later. But number 3 is Prince Vegeta. And I know he turned into a good guy afterwards. But when Vegeta was a freaking villain, he was the best. And he beat the trash out of Piccolo. Okay, he beat the trash out of all these other people except for Goku. Of course, he can never beat Goku like any supervillain that's really worth what they're worth. Can never beat the good guy. But Vegeta is number 3 for me. Fantastic.
I never heard of Vagina before. Was he wrestle for New Japan Pro Wrestling?
Yeah, yeah. He's one of their deathmatch wrestlers.
Right. He's FMW. That's who he wrestles for Atsushi Onita. You don't know who that is either, but that's
no. I used to date a girl named Anita.
Atsushi Onita.
She used to like sushi. She used to be like, "I needed your dick." I'm like, "All right, here we go again."
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. So my number 3, it's my number 3 comes from a galaxy far, far away.
Oh, does she?
And it's not who you think it is. Big Ray.
No. It's not Darth Vader?
It's not Darth Vader, no. It's the man who played the strings behind all the movies. At first, he was just a lowly senator. Then he became an emperor as he got rid of the trade people.
Oh, Palpatine.
Then he created Darth Vader.
Palpatine, bro.
He created Kylo Ren.
Oh, yeah.
He created Anakin Skywalker as we know him today. He created Darth Maul and all the other Darths that you can think of in that galaxy. Who am I talking about? Talking about Emperor Palpatine.
Yeah.
Talking about Darth Sidious, the greatest Sith in all of the galaxy.
Was
Darth Sidious.
pure fucking evil.
He was like,
he was a
"Fuck you,
piece of
Anakin."
shit. I actually failed to give an honorable mention. I'm just going to throw a picture of this person up really quickly, if that's cool.
You can't do that.
I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just making sure you know that. So,
It does kind of sound like Biden. It does. It does. He's been in the Senate forever, and now he's president. Oh my gosh, he's gonna get like. What if he gets rid of the stock market and he's like,
He
"Fuck
created
everything."
he created Darth Obama. He
Word.
created who else did he create?
Jar Jar,
Darth Clinton.
Darth Jar Jar.
Darth Jar Jar.
Well, anyway, this is just an honorable mention, guys. I'm going to throw it up there because this person has, man, killed endless people, like heartless. This person has stolen from the poor for decades, and this person was actually like people like this person fooled everybody to love this person. Who is this person? Oh, it's fucking Hillary. Honorable mention.
Pretty evil.
But let's jump
that's
into my
pretty evil.
let's jump into my number 3.
Damn, Ray, this might be the best supervillain list ever. I mean, I thought it was mine, but Jesus, Ray.
But she's an honorable mention though.
Yeah, she's just an honorable mention.
She would be on the list.
Right, she would be. Yeah,
she would totally be on the list.
Well, my next person is this person goes to show that no matter how strong you are, no matter how impervious to pain you may be, his innate brilliance, the fact is his power of manipulation. He's just a regular human. I mean, he did have a power suit at one time, but he didn't really need it. He almost killed this man. He almost killed his arch enemy many, many fucking times. Didn't he get Doomsday? Didn't he? Anyway, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
It's fucking Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor is so fucking brilliant. He's so smart, so incredibly evil. Even and if you guys watch what was it? What's the one they did on WB?
Smallville.
Smallville. Lex Luthor was a piece of shit.
Smallville was dope too.
It was. Lex Luthor is one of those people that you could say, you know what, man, you don't have to have superpowers. You know, I mean, he gave problems, big fucking problems, not only to the world, but to the most powerful, technically, well, not the most powerful, but one of the most powerful superheroes in the world.
You mean he's just evil Batman?
Yes.
Yes. He's evil Batman.
Without the stupid suit.
Without the cape. He lets you know I'm a rich billionaire asshole
Right.
that's
Yeah.
kicking your ass right now.
He did have a power suit,
cape
though.
and cowl.
Yeah, for like a hot second, I remember that.
Yeah, he had the power suit. Yeah.
All right.
so that's my
He
number
was Tony Stark too. So he's like DC's like, look, we can't come up with Iron Man and all this shit on our own, so we're just gonna give it all to Lex. Lex is
would be the
Batman.
dude. Number 2
Mm.
on the greatest list of supervillains ever assembled here in front of a live radio and visual audience. Number 2, destroyed planets just because he couldn't find the right thing to eat. Just because things didn't taste right. Destroyed a planet. Ray don't know nothing about this. Colin might, though.
Oh, please.
You don't. Colin does.
Keep talking.
This is literally probably the most evil but funny dude at the same time. One of my favorite characters of all time. And I have his Funko Pop. It's worth a few $100. Okay. Lord Beerus is number 2. Argue with me. Any one of you, it doesn't freaking matter. Do you know who Lord Beerus is, Colin? I don't like that.
I do know who Lord Beerus
Okay.
is, but I have not seen those new Dragon Balls to know the full story of Lord Beerus. But I know
Lord
who
Beerus
the cat
whipped
god
up
is
he whipped up on Goku with one hand.
in the first episode too. Like it was
Just whooped
very
up
early
on
on in the series that he whooped Goku's ass.
And the movie, they had a movie recently, and Goku still lost to Beerus. It's too much, Lord Beerus, and he's hilarious at that. I love Lord Beerus.
I don't know
Number
who that
2.
is.
I know you didn't know who that.
You know who
Doesn't make me any less of a man.
Do you need to see who Lord Beerus looks like?
Show him who Lord
Sure.
Beerus is.
Sure. What does he look like? He looks like Ben Hameen, main roster. That's Ben Hameen. That's what he says. Do you have the button there?
No,
Main
that's
roster.
not Ben. I mean, that's the vet that says that.
That's the vet.
Yeah, that's the vet that says that.
I thought it was Ben Hameen saying
No,
main
that's the
roster.
vet that
Oh,
says
that's that guy. I know who that is.
It's Lord Beerus.
That's Catman.
Beerus. Sure, this is the picture that Billy Ray has.
That's
This
the
is
one that
Funko
did it.
Pop. This is
That's
the
the one
Funko
that
Pop
did it.
that's
I was
worth
like, you know
hundreds
what?
of dollars.
Number 2. Right there.
Catman. I like his song.
All right, Colin,
Cat-
let's go.
All
What's
right,
number
my number 2 was going to be Lex Luthor,
Mm.
but how
Can't change it.
how can you be a number 2 villain when you've never even killed Superman?
Yeah.
He tried.
So I crossed him off the list, and I put Doomsday in his place
No, but he
Doomsday
got
did
he
kill Superman.
because Doomsday did kill Superman.
yeah, but who hooked it up?
and because he killed Superman, he gave us the Man of Steel.
All right, we're done.
Hello, Cool J.
No, Shaq. We
Oh.
got Black Superman.
I thought you were talking about Lexington Steel, the porn star.
We got several different Supermen because of Doomsday.
Right.
Billy Ray's like, I know that guy.
I know that guy.
I watched a couple movies with my friends with that guy in them.
Is your friend standing by the TV looking all creepy at you?
Hey, that's Lexington Steel.
That's Lexington Steel. That's so fun. Well, my number 2 didn't really have superpowers. Didn't need superpowers. His only superpower was that he was a master of the dark martial arts. He was an assassin.
This is a dope pick.
He was an assassin, but not only an assassin, but he took children, young boys and
He
girls.
was pedo.
No. And he trained them in the dark martial arts. And what he wanted to do was he wanted his the people that you know, his what do you call them? The adversaries, his adversaries.
Mhm.
His he wanted to just make them into soup. He wanted to eat them. Wanted to
That's a
turn them
good
into turtle soup. Who am I talking about, ladies and gentlemen? The one, the only, the Shredder.
Oh, I didn't think that.
I
Who'd
wasn't
you
thinking
think?
Shredder either.
I thought you were talking about Raj Al Ghul.
I was thinking you were talking about Ra's al Ghul as well.
Oh,
Right.
Shredder, bro.
Kevin
I
Nash.
even- Yes. No.
Kevin Nash was Super Shredder.
God damn
Yeah.
it.
Kevin Nash was super.
Shredder was awesome, bro. You guys understand?
I
He had
think
the power of manipulation.
I think you just
he
fucked up your list here, man.
He had a best friend who was a brain. He had a fucking pterodome. Hello. He wanted to fucking eat the turtles. I want to make them turtle soup. Hello.
He did want to make him turtle soup.
And he was able to manipulate human species and mix them with animals and make them his slaves. Hello, Bebop and Rocksteady.
Yeah.
Come on. He was the fucking man. Enough.
Those were 2 awesome chimeras. I enjoyed.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Okay, number 1. The greatest villain in the history of villains, hands down. No argument. Okay. And if you have any hate mail, please send it. Yeah, Raj Al Ghul is way cooler. Of course he is. Of course, Canada Spaceman. And so are you. You are way cooler than Big Ray. Just for
Stop it.
realizing that he freaking went with the Shredder.
Uncle Phil. Uncle Phil. He was voiced by Uncle Phil.
Number 1.
Oh.
Number 1. The greatest villain of all time. The Joker. He's the greatest villain of all time.
That is so
He is-
stupid.
He is the greatest villain of all time, the most recognizable villain of all time. Everybody
worst.
knows the Joker.
What a fucking letdown.
Everybody knows who the Joker is. I'm sorry. How is it a letdown? The guy's still freaking, they're making movies out of him. Ain't nobody making a movie out of the Shredder. He don't get his own solo movie. This is the Joker does that because everybody knows what the Joker is, all the different incarnations of the Joker. He's the greatest supervillain ever. He beats the shit out of Batman all the time and tells him jokes and riddles and shit. All right, that's it. That's all I got.
That's the
What's
Riddler.
up, Colin?
2 different
All
people.
right. Well, my number 1. It's Bill Gates.
Bill Gates is evil.
It's pretty evil. I don't think I need to spell it out. I think if I just say Bill Gates, I think you know why.
Right.
You know,
I think you're right.
he was in the pandemic movie saying that we need a pandemic months before the pandemic happened.
Yeah.
He wants to grow your food,
Right.
control your food. Don't eat meat anymore. That's basically what he wants. Don't eat more. Don't eat meat.
Soylent Green is people.
Soylent Green is people.
Right.
So yeah, it's definitely Bill Gates.
It is Bill Gates. That's good. It's a good one.
I was gonna play a rib on you guys, and I was gonna put a picture of my ex-wife up as my number one. That would have been funny, but then I could get like sued or whatever. So look, I'm not gonna fucking draw it out, man. I mean, this guy. It's the fucking Joker. I mean, every single iteration of the Joker is my favorite Joker. Even the fucking the crazy one from the latest DC movie.
Yeah, I like the Joaquin Phoenix one. I thought it was dope.
Joaquin Phoenix was a fantastic fucking
I thought
Joker.
it was great.
Portrayal. Yeah.
And I would love to see him be implemented, with Batman. Like, because all we saw was just the beginning of him. And they're different Jokers of different universes. Jack Nicholson happens to be my absolute favorite Joker of all time. I think he was. What do you think? You think, Colin, he was the truest to the comic?
Which one?
Jack Nicholson.
Probably. Yeah, I would say he was truer to the comic, especially in the style that Tim Burton was trying to do the movie and everything. It was very dark and comic-y. Even the second movie with the Penguin. I mean, they had Danny DeVito be the Penguin. I mean, that was such a good.
That was pretty perfect.
People kind of crap on that second.
It was
one,
a great movie,
but it was a great movie. Yeah, the just everything about it. I mean, the Catwoman stuff was a little far fetched, but the Penguin stuff was awesome, and like the underground tunnel, the whole setting of the movie.
Yeah. So that was our top 5, guys and gals. We got to figure out what we're going to do next week. But you know what, Colin? I think it's time to go home, and we're going to read the emails. So
it is.
Let me just put this up. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your random mail sack.
Millsack. 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 Millsack.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the random mail sack. This is where you are the stars of the show.
Good Lord, that is a giant water bottle.
Pure Life. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask you every single week to follow us on Twitter at YourRandomPod, and also on Instagram, if I'm correct, at YourRandomPod. Follow us on Instagram. Follow me at Big Ray Hernandez, Colin at Colin Wysong. I'm also on Twitter and also on Instagram, on TikTok at Big Ray Hernandez, and also our podcast at Your Random Pod. Send us your emails every single week to yourrandompod@gmail.com. All righty, Colin. I think it's time to jump into the mail sack.
So I don't know if this person wants me to read their name or not, but this is Lash Legend ? Hello, Ray and Colin. It is Media M5. This is my alternate email address. Since Ray was talking about Lash Legend yesterday, I knew she reminded me of someone. Thought there would be a podcast tonight, so I purposely stayed awake to view it. Figured I'd send this to Ray. It's all in laughs is all. So he's Lash Legend, and it's a picture of let me pull this picture up.
Okay.
This is who he thinks Lash Legend looks like.
Okay.
Right here.
Oh, that's not nice.
It's Wanda.
That's not nice. Lash Legend is fucking incredible. Do you know who Lash Legend is, Billy Ray Valentine?
Oh, she's not, dude. The first time I ever saw Lash Legend, she was doing this terrible hosting thing where she was trying to be funny and the punchlines were terrible. It was just terrible. I'm like, who is this person? It made her seem like she was important. And now they've got her wrestling. Is she even good in the ring?
She's getting better.
Is the vet putting her over?
Who is this?
Does the vet put her over?
The vet does put her. All right, I'm gonna show you a picture of her.
Does
all right,
the
not
vet put her over,
that terrible picture that he showed
Chat,
you. This
chat. You guys watch.
Right.
Does the vet put Lash Legend over on Next Level? You can.
Billy
tell
Ray,
me,
you don't
be
find this
honest.
woman attractive?
Safe space. I didn't say she's not attractive.
You don't think she's fine?
She was terrible.
She's a wrestler?
Actor.
Yes, she wrestles NXT.
Oh, I don't watch NXT.
You wouldn't? Like, seriously. You really wouldn't. Oh, she's bad.
Yeah, she's hot.
That's a fine piece of chocolate right there, brother. Yum, yum, give me some. Look at this. All right, enough. Media M5, you are disgusting to me. I hope you get anal warts.
It's terrible.
Jesus. And I hope your toilet paper is made of sandpaper.
All right. This next one comes from Lizbeth. Happy Wednesday, guys. Here's my list of evil supervillains. Honorable mentions. Thanos, I mean, he snapped half of all life out of existence because he knew best. You know who else knows best? Todd Chrisley. Lex Luthor, you gotta love a bald evil millionaire CEO. Syndrome. Okay, so yes, it's technically a Disney villain, but it is a supervillain. But what a perfect backstory. Superfan gets dissed by the hero and becomes a psychotic evil villain intent on eradicating all superheroes, and through his gadgets allowing anyone to become super so no one would actually be super is brilliant. And Scar. Okay, this is just an evil villain, not a super villain. But man, the way he murdered Mufasa was one of those movie scenes that made
Scar's
you
a good
gasp
one.
and cry.
Scar
All
is
right.
a really good one.
Number 5, Mystique. Gotta love a woman who could turn into anyone she wants. Plus, this creepy girl's has to give props to any chick who is badass enough to wear a little skull on her forehead, which is one of the things that really pissed me off in all the X-Men movies. Number 4, Hydra. Okay, so I'm taking liberty here and using the entire organization. Red Skull, the creepy Nazi villain who was far more evil and far-reaching than in the comic series. The idea of an entire organization working alongside people you trust, furthering an agenda to rule the world is slightly terrifying. That sounds very familiar to things that are happening in the real world here, doesn't it?
The Illuminati.
Number 3, Joker. He is a certifiable, slightly amusing, and dare I say it, Batman's actual soulmate. That really isn't one without the other, and hands down, he's one of my favorite non-Marvel comic book characters. Wow, she puts Harley Quinn over at number 2. Harley Quinn plays an Ivy and Catwoman. I couldn't pick just one, so all 3 have to make the list. They each have their own reasons for being a villain, and each is slightly sympathetic as not to make them completely irredeemable. And number 1, Loki. Who doesn't love Loki? He's funny, he's just mischievous, he's a little psychotic, and sometimes a little evil. However, like the very best villains, he does have something that makes him sympathetic. He was the poor orphan, raised partly as a trophy and partly out of pity. You can't really blame Loki for having a complex. However, it's Tom Hiddleston bringing Loki to life that really helps this character along in the Marvel Universe. You get to see the evil, but also the good in the God of Mischief. Have a great week, guys.
That was excellent. Excellent
Good list.
I love the Scar, the honorable mention of Scar.
We left out Danhausen. Very good. Very
evil. Yes,
Very
Danhausen
evil.
would be
Who?
on our list.
Wait, who'd you say?
Danhausen.
I don't think I have. This guy?
You don't have Danhausen.
Oh, I got
Oh,
disconnected.
you don't have it turned down.
Why is it?
Yeah, will you stop?
Why is it not connected?
I don't know. But you know who is connected?
No.
Sonic the Hedge Rat.
Oh.
What up, everyone? Thanks for the platform. My top 5 favorite supervillains are as follows. Number 5, Venom. Before he was a hero in the movies, he was a Spider-Man villain. Number 4, Thanos. I mean, he was right in the Marvel movies. All these heroes going around saving people. Maybe they were supposed to die. Got to be throwing off some kind of balance somewhere. Gonna go the road less traveled for the rest. Number 3, Dr. Blight.
Very nice, very evil.
Sorry.
Good job.
Sorry.
That was very evil of you, Danhausen. How dare you? I don't know She was kind of hot when I was young. Number 2, Megavolt from Darkwing Duck. He was just a Disney-fied Electro, but I enjoyed his shenanigans. And number 1, the Liquidator, also from Darkwing Duck. He was also just a Disney-fied Marvel villain, Hydro Man to be exact. But I liked him. Plus, he was a doggo made out of water. He would be over today. As usual, thanks for the show and everything you do for us.
When you read those last two, Billy Ray Valentine, I could see the disgust in his face.
Oh no, man, I'm cool with those.
Darkwing
man.
Duck, how dare you?
I just
Darkwing Duck.
I started thinking about The
dangerous.
Simpsons, man. Mr. Burns.
Oh, Mr. Burns is a good one.
Excellent. Release the
What about
hounds.
Sideshow Bob?
That is Sideshow Bob. Dude.
Shit.
First off, it's
How many times did he try to kill Bart?
But he became good though.
the Cape Fear episode of The Simpsons is one of the greatest pieces of television masterworks ever. Go watch that show. I took a picture with Sideshow Bob 3 different times in Universal Studios at Simpsons World, and I have a Sideshow Bob action figure. My favorite Sideshow Bob quote is when they were prosecuting him for trying to murder Bart, and he goes, somebody says, "You have Die Bart Die tattooed on your chest," and he's like, "No, I don't," and he opens it up. It's the Bart, it's German, and somebody in the crowd goes, "Nobody that speaks German can be evil," and I will never forget.
That is good. You know what that is? That's
Very nice, very evil.
Very, very nice, very evil. Next one comes from Christopher Ams. Yo, Colin and Big Ray. Here's my top 5 supervillains. Number 5, Lex Luthor. Number 4, Magneto. Number 3, Venom. Number 2, Doctor Doom. And number 1, the Joker. Have an awesome show, guys.
Doctor Doom is
forgot. Doctor Doom is Doctor. You know what? Doctor Doom could be a number 1, but Venom is really, really good.
Carnage
was a good one. I used to like Carnage was a favorite of mine.
What about
when they
Mumra?
debuted Carnage, the blood and guts that they had in those comic books when he was just going to town on everybody and just killing everybody. Carnage
Going to
was
town
so
on
great.
everybody. What about Mumra?
Mumra's a good one.
I mean, he was legit like evil. That's what he was. That's what
ancient
sustained him.
spirits of evil.
Go ahead.
Turn this decayed form or something.
What about
Mumra?
Would
The ever-living.
Would the Moonanites be considered evil villains? Because they came down to Earth and bothered the Aqua Teen Hunger Force. But what about Moltar? What about Zorak? Where's love for Space Ghost?
Space Ghost, coast to coast. Zorak.
Right.
Damn, what was the other one?
How about Reverse Flash? He was an asshole. He was terrible.
Bark.
Sinestro.
Reverse Flash. You know Reverse Flash?
Brack. Brack, yes. Brack was the first Danhausen.
Yes.
He was very evil, but he was also very nice. He loved beans. So let me get back to the emails. We got Canada Spaceman. Straight to the point, Canada Spaceman. Number 5, Doctor Doom. Number 4, Lex Luthor. Number 3, Darkseid. Number 2, Brainiac. And number 1, Big Ray.
Oh. Why?
Maybe
What did I
let
do?
you know in the chat. And then he has a YouTube link. YouTube.com/user Canada Spaceman. Now my computer's infected with a virus.
Is it really? Good for you.
Damn it.
Is it really?
He has 498 subscribers.
Ooh.
To his YouTube channel, Canada Spaceman.
Why?
They love the space in Canada.
I guess.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love space in Canada?
I mean, how many? If Neil Armstrong had a YouTube channel, I'm sure he would have more than like 500, right? He's a American spaceman.
Allegedly.
Justin Trudeau just eliminated the space in Canada. By the way,
Oh man, really?
Yep.
You don't have rockets either.
And he turned off the faucet for the fucking Niagara Falls.
Justin Trudeau just eliminated water for all Canadians.
Oh damn! I'm sorry, Canadians. No more
Why?
water.
That's
Big Ray. Apparently, you're evil in Germany as well.
Oh. The Toronto Blue Jays, the dome has to be closed all the time now, permanently.
Yes.
They have to play in a closed dome. They cannot retract.
Cannot. Daniel Heffron. My top 5 has a few obscure picks. Number 5, Mr. Mixelplick. You would think he would have learned not to say his name backwards after the 3rd time.
Say his name forward.
You can't.
Say his name backwards.
You can't.
Oh.
You can't.
Put some of them in
I
a
want to
feed.
hear you say it.
Hold on. Let's listen to Billy Ray.
I could ask my wife what she thinks of Chrisley because we used to watch that show. Do you
Bring
know
her
that she came out? I mean, he came out of the closet. Chrisley knows best. Say it loud enough so Ray and
You
Colin
can't.
can hear you.
Tell her to stick her head inside.
No, she's not coming on. She's not coming on camera.
Jesus Christmas.
Yeah, she said surprise, surprise.
Tell her I said this. Just do this to her.
Oh, Ray,
Babe,
I gotta show you. Oh,
you said
man.
this.
I gotta see if I can. Ray,
She no sold it.
We were going through some videos. Let me read this last email real quick.
Yeah, read
All
this
right.
the last.
Number 4, Venom. Number 3, Cobra Commander. Number 2, Solomon Grundy. Born on a Monday, christened on Tuesday, married on Wednesday, took ill on Thursday, grew worse on Friday, died on Saturday, buried on Sunday. That was the end of Solomon Grundy. Number 1, Dr. Doom. That's all the emails.
How come nobody picked Satan as the number 1 supervillain? No?
No Satan.
Satan's over Hitler? He was a piece of shit. just saying.
You think
Nobody
so?
picked Hitler. Vince McMahon, Mr. McMahon. Anyway, Colin, what are you looking at? Your penis again?
Yeah, I'm looking for a picture.
He keeps thinking that if he looks, it's going to grow. Grow! He's screaming at it.
So
The
Ray,
instructions in the magazine said I should just add some water. So.
let me turn my Bluetooth back on so you can hear it.
Don't do that.
You can talk so we don't have dead air, you know.
Oh, so Billy Ray Valentine, how's that? How the hemorrhoids?
Good. Hasn't bothered me in weeks.
You sure?
Yeah.
What do you
How's the hypertension?
Oh fuck, it's terrible, dude.
Okay.
The other day, I actually punched the Mexican baby in the train for screaming.
Really?
That's not nice.
I did.
That's not.
You don't
nice
you don't
at
punch
all.
random Mexican babies in the face when they scream. You know, the other day I was in a train, bro.
All right.
And
Can you see this?
Yes.
See that video?
Yeah.
Okay, that was my son when he was a baby, right?
Right. All right. You gotta press play though, dude.
I did. Oh, hang on.
What is he doing? Is he gonna? Oh my God! Is this gonna be one of those things where like a ghost comes out and picks up the kid? What the fuck? Nobody
I did
on-
that a long time ago.
Nobody
I found
on
that the other
audio.
day, and I was like, I have to send that to Ray.
So
At the end of the video, you see him. He's like looking at me, like it got him to stop crying. Like he's looking at me, like, what?
The funny thing is that I've never heard a child scream like that.
It's
It's
the
like,
thing.
"Rah!"
New thing.
That was frightening. Anyway, well, it's time to go home here. I got to tell you, 2 hours. For me, it went by fast. I really enjoyed this show this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Billy Ray Valentine, where can we find you?
You can find me on theinfinitefringe.podbeam.com and The Infinite Fringe on Apple Podcast and America Unplugged on Saturdays at 12 p.m. Eastern on Rockfin and AmericaUnplugged.com. Subscribe to the podcast. There you go. That's where you can find me, ladies and gents. Thank you for having me, guys. It was fun.
Thank you for coming on. Appreciate
thank you. I'm
There's
glad you
going to be
came on.
news around the corner that you have. Some great news. A lot of
can't
big
say it.
news.
You can't
Can't say it. Can't say it.
Not yet.
Teasing.
Coming.
Teasing. Where's Vet? Where's the Vet?
He's coming.
Hang on. Let me call him real quick.
I dare you. Main roster. Oh, that's him. He hung up.
Main roster.
There he is. Hey, Vet, that's awesome. You're on the show. How does it feel to be on the Ridiculously Random podcast?
Main roster.
Okay, thank you.
Bet, I got a question for you, brother. How do you feel coming on the show every single week at the end when nobody can, actually hear you say anything? Like what's going on inside of you?
Main roster.
Emotional, damn it! You want some therapy?
Yeah, there's nothing. I don't.
Vet, I have one more question to you, man. What would you give us if you were Dave Meltzer? What would you give us, like, if you rated this show?
I wonder what the star rating will be. I haven't heard that.
Has anyone hit 8 yet? Are we 9? Is he into the 10s yet? That moron. Nobody cares.
Main roster.
I'm going to release the Kraken.
That's right. That's
Hey.
right, ladies and gentlemen.
Really quickly, guys. Tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be on with Bin Hameen and Like the Fuse. We're going to be talking about TNA. What was this? AEW? A&W.
Apparently, MJF had a good promo. I've got that pulled up. That
No,
we're gonna
don't-
watch after the show if you want.
Well, I have to
After the
watch
show.
the show. I want to watch the. You want to watch it together, guys?
No, I'm gonna watch his promo.
Yeah. Do you want to watch it together after we get off?
Not the whole show. I'm gonna watch the promo.
Just the promo. What the
That's
fuck
what
am I?
he
Am I
said.
That's
speaking
what I
Asian?
just said, Ray.
Am I
That's
speaking
what I
fucking
said. We're
Arabic?
gonna watch it when the show's over. Do you
Well,
know?
Main roster.
Thank you. Can you please tell
Colin,
me?
where
that?
can he find you? Under
You
a
can find
rock
me at
somewhere?
Colin White Song on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram,
Unbelievable.
on the A Show with the beautifully talented and the very beautiful April Hunter.
And
And we
Busty.
also this past week we had Billy the Kid on, as he said earlier. Billy the Kid came on, hung out
down there
with
main roster.
April Hunter. She's as beautiful in person as she is on television, right, Billy Ray?
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, we're gonna go watch pornos together, Bobo.
Yeah, we're gonna watch that porno that Billy Ray
wants to-
Valentine.
That
Bobo
he
wants to
watches with all
join
his
us.
friends. Yeah,
Listen, Bobo, you got to work a little bit harder to get into this club and watch porn with us, okay?
Yeah.
But clearly he wants to watch. I mean, it's obvious that Bobo wants to watch porn with us. But chill, dude. Relax a little bit. Go take a cold shower. Do something.
I think
and
we
then
all.
Monday, 12:30. Well, it's Tuesday, 12:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, but it's like
Monday
still
night.
Monday in the West Coast for the
Sure.
vet. The Impact Attack with myself. What we call ourselves the VBC. It's the vet, Brandon and Colin.
Big Black Cocks, right?
Yes, the Impact Attack, and then of course here 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Ridiculously Random Podcast.
All right. Well, listen,
9
guys.
days from tonight.
I had a lot of fun today. I thought this was a great show. Better than the last time. I guess we'll go home now, and we're gonna go watch porn. But one thing we learned today was if you want to show Billy Ray Valentine a chick smashing a dude in the ass on video, he'll watch.
You're not gonna fit in that hole.
Guards! More guards!
I'm from Earth. My balls was hot. I understand.